the show? Welcome, guys. This is a special episode of the Level Up Show, day 2 of our E3 coverage. Today, we had Nintendo early this morning, and they had a good show for, I think, most people's opinions. Mike here is maybe a little more on the fence. We'll find out later. But we can talk about anything today. We're not just talking about Nintendo, because a lot of people probably missed our show last night where we went through Ubisoft, EA, Microsoft, Sony, and I'm sure a lot of people, of course, want to talk about Sony. Yeah, you know, I had a few right, but a lot wrong.
Did you actually tally them at all?
No, I didn't. I know we had some right, but...
I know we had a few each, but I don't think very many.
No, I mean, like, I kind of went out. I did some pretty extreme ones, like Resident Evil.
My spot-on one, though, you have to admit, my spot-on one was PlayStation Now and PlayStation TV.
Yeah, definitely.
I called that shit.
Yeah. I called it closing with Uncharted. I called Microsoft opening with Call of Duty. I called Bloodborne and a few other ones as well.
Crash.
I called No Man's Sky going to Sony, stuff like that. So overall, we did pretty decent, but it was probably maybe like a 30% correction, accuracy maybe for both of us.
You know what I thought was the funniest part of yesterday when we were sitting there. I was like, I'm really surprised we haven't heard anything on PlayStation TV. And then all of a sudden he says, so last year at Tokyo Game Show.
And I was just like,
and you just look at me and I was just like, all right, never mind.
That was gonna do it.
What did I say after that? I really wish that we saw more Last Guardian or something like that.
Yeah, I know, because we were trying to make it happen. And we had someone in here already say, how about that Last Guardian demo? Wait, what? Because, yeah, where was the Last Guardian? We were pretty disappointed about that. Not that we really expected it for sure, but after the controversy, it would have been nice to get some confirmation, video confirmation that it's still coming, and hopefully the PS4.
Right, especially after you've been teasing us with it, and just show something. Even just say we got it. So
welcome Jagons, welcome a Noble Metal Gamer, obviously. Dave, welcome to the show. We're gonna start off with Nintendo, I think. Let's go through some of the big news that came out of it.
Yeah, let's start with that because that was big today.
They started off with some Smash Bros stuff. The first thing was Mii Fighters. And this is that you can kind of custom make a character now based on your Mii, and then choose your special attacks and pretty much completely create your character to the point where I'm almost worried that someone's going to find the perfect combination and be unbeatable.
Right, and
you know what I mean?
And that's going to be an issue, and that's actually something I'm not really that psyched about. And I know a lot of the core Smash Brothers players aren't really that happy about it. Now, for the general casual players, if you guys had a Wii U here, I would say let's get it. We could all play. We could all play Smash Brothers together, as the 4 of us, at the same time. That would be cool. Creating the Mii character would be great for that because we could each have our own Miis and everything like that. The problem is when you get into tournaments, that's going to be a character that has to be banned.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they have a lot of customization when it comes to that. Hopefully they allow you to just completely alter, these characters aren't allowed, these weapons aren't allowed, and I'm sure they will do that. Smash Bros is typically that type of game, right? Now, it wasn't just that. They did announce the release date for Smash Bros.
3DS.
And it was delayed. It's October 3rd. It's 3DS is October 3rd.
You have to specify that because there's 2 versions.
And I think, what was the one that was supposed to come first? Was it the 3DS version that was supposed to come first?
I think so.
Yeah, and that's the one that was delayed to October 3rd. And then we have the Wii U just holiday.
Right.
And that doesn't give me much confidence that it's even coming this year. So that's the thing. I think Greg Miller posted it on Twitter. It's like, if October 3rd means summer for Nintendo, I wonder what holiday means. Because, it's a little worrying for sure. But, it's some cool footage of Smash Bros. And I think that's going to be huge. Maybe that's why they pushed it to holiday, because they know it's going to just sell consoles around that season, which is important.
Real quick, Killer Cashmere was saying that where's the price for PS Now?
We've had some talk about it, actually.
We actually have a little bit of talk on it.
A range of prices. Supposedly it's $3 to $20, and what I'm guessing that means is $3 for 3 days or whatever. That I think it was 3 days when we had those 3 days, 1 week, 1 month. I think is what it was. Right. So I'm guessing $3 is 3 days. I'm guessing that 1 month is $20. Which I don't think is that bad.
No, I don't think it's actually bad at all. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
the problem, I think it's going to cause more of an issue, I think. And I wonder if that's PS Plus exclusive pricing or something like that, too.
Yes.
Just because I feel like, $5 for 3 days or something like that. The problem, they have to compete with Redbox and stuff like that, too.
The thing is, they are so generous to PlayStation Plus, guys. Let's look at last night with Powers. The entire TV series is coming for free to PlayStation Plus users. Every other guy's going to play for every individual episode.
I'll be honest, I don't want to hear any more about Powers.
I don't either, but that is good news.
It is good news.
It's
a good thing.
Any TV series hopefully will come to PlayStation Plus.
The problem is they just milk the shit out of it.
That was the worst part of the conference. And I understand
everybody.
Oh yeah, everyone's saying it. And Leadon, I understand. He seems like a good dude, and he was long-winded, and he was saying things we already knew.
Right.
We didn't need to hear what he was saying.
Right. He had a lot of what did you call it?
Swag.
Yeah, he had a very good amount of swag.
But yeah, it was that suit, man.
The problem is the way he spoke was just a little bit too drawn out.
Yeah, and he did like the politician thing, like the putting his for some reason politicians put their thumb like this,
pointing,
and their thumb. What's with the thumb like this?
Because that's their point.
They do this a lot, and that's what I was getting from Leadon. He seemed like a politician. He kind of reminded me a little bit of Reggie Fils-Aimé, and I understand a lot of people like Reggie. I have a little bit of a problem with him because he comes off as fake to me, and too confident. And that's what I always liked about Trenton, is that he was really humble.
Right, and that's actually what I liked about the other guy. I can't remember, the guy that's been on for a few years now.
With Sony, Andrew House.
Yeah,
he's good too. Yeah,
no, not Andrew House, the other one, that was doing the indie.
Oh, Adam Boyes.
Adam Boyes.
Yeah,
he was great, and I know there was a few people that said they didn't like him, but
I think he's got a nice humor to him. And what I like about Andrew House is how much I respect the guy, because I love when he does conferences and speaks entirely in Japanese, and everyone in the chat room that speaks Japanese is like, this guy is like fluent, like this is perfect Japanese. So I just really respect that the guy it can really do it all. So I think that's pretty cool. And Phil Spencer, great news for him as well. I'm happy that he is now the head of Xbox, and he did a good job.
Right, he actually did a great job, and that whole presentation was great. Why don't we get back to the
chat room? We had Kay Cruz say, "You're back on Twitch." It's like, yes, we are back on Twitch. We were able to get in contact with one of the moderators yesterday. Within minutes, I contacted him directly, and he knew exactly what the problem was.
The email. So say what the email actually said, because that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll read off the email for you guys. His name on there is HB. And I've talked with him 3 times now, because we've been banned 3 times now, and it's always been him that has corrected that for us. So when I emailed him, just expressing the disappointment, he responded by saying, "Hi, we've got some new global moderators and forgot to tell them that there are a couple of whitelisted Playroom streams. I have unsuspended your account. I'm sorry about that." So that's really cool that he responded so quickly.
On top of that, it says specifically we're whitelisted.
Yeah,
which is actually really cool to me. That means that we're a little recognized, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it's not just us. It seems like they've designated certain Playroom streams that deserve to be on. The ones that are gaming dedicated, that never break their TOS and stuff like that. And that's what's happened. We're a part of their whitelist now, so that's really cool that he's done that.
I'm going to acknowledge 2 of them. Killer Cashmere, I'm actually going to get to that comment in a little bit when we get done the Nintendo conversation. And at G40, they did show off Criterion Games' new piece, which is, I think, going to take the place of Need for Speed. Criterion acquired the Need for Speed property last year.
Yeah.
And they showed off, what was last year's game? Hot Pursuit? No, not Hot Pursuit.
Most Wanted?
No, I can't remember. Whatever last year's was, that was Criterion's first take on Need for Speed, and they actually showed off a new title, a working title, and that was actually really cool. There was no name to it, but it was really cool. I mean, it had not only the cars, but it had dune buggies, quads, helicopters, parachuting. They said they wanted to give you more than the Need for Speed pertains more than cars and vehicles. It
was like an extreme sports. It was so many different things. JNSC60 wants to know our Sony E3 rating. I would give them an 8.5. A B+ would be my opinion. How about you, Mike?
I said the same.
Yeah, you think the same?
Actually, when I went home and thought about it, I'm gonna up it up. Microsoft was gonna be an 8.5. And Sony was going to be a 9.
They're so close together, in my opinion, as well.
I don't feel that they need to go more than that. But after Nintendo's conference and reevaluating EA's and Ubisoft's, I have my whole rating system.
Okay, we'll get to that later. How about you guys? Let's hear your rating for Sony's conference last night. And Microsoft's as well, if you want to put it in there. As we said, 8.5, and Mike is kind of getting more towards a 9 with Sony now after reevaluating it.
I got the Hardline beta last night. I'm bored. I'm very bored. The Battlefield Hardline makes me want to play Battlefield 4.
Okay.
So, it gives me that experience a little bit, but not to the point where I'm really happy.
All right, how about we move on to the next thing? Their next announcement was Yoshi. We had, I think it was called Yoshi's Woolly World. And it's kind of done by the guys that did Kirby Epic Yarn.
Yeah, and this was shown off a while ago, too.
Yeah, but this one is 3D, much more 3D than Kirby was, where the yarn actually can spin around and create three-dimensional objects such as tunnels and stuff like that.
So this was shown off at a Nintendo Direct earlier,
Yeah.
At another time. This isn't anything new for them.
Okay.
So it was a rehash thing that was just like, hey, we're still coming.
We're getting closer to release now, and that's coming 2015 to Wii U.
And that's also really surprising that they showed it off all the way back then, and it's still long ways away. So this has to be a very in-depth game for it to be worth it.
Yeah, it looked really good though, and I heard really good things about Kirby Epic Yarn, so I have a feeling that this will be a really solid title for them. They're really going with that side-scrolling thing right now. They're completely...
and that's what they need to stick with. And I'm going to get into that a little bit, like I was saying, to kill it.
Even the next one, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, coming 2015 to Wii U. That's another one that is a side-scrolling game, if I remember right. And Toad doesn't typically get a video game.
What's funny is that he's been a second player in recent games and in old games too, like Super Mario All Stars and everything like that. But what's interesting is that this is not out of nowhere for them. In all the new 3D Mario games, there's been this exploring Toad character that always gets lost and everything like that, and a lot of the Toad characters go exploring. So this is really actually fitting in with what it is.
Noble Metal Gamer says everyone's being fair. Yeah, you guys are being a good audience so far, and you're not being unrealistic with your ratings. They're too harsh. Crash here says Sony 8, MS 7, which are both good scores. I would consider those both good. And I think this was good E3, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was great E3.
I think for Microsoft, my favorite was Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, I know that. I figured that was coming. For me, it's going to be a little different because I had a nostalgia feeling, and as soon as I heard the music, Master Chief Collection, having 100 multiplayer maps, all in its original quality or even upgraded quality, to HD, like in the Anniversary Edition of Halo 2 and Halo 1, I'm dying for that.
The other ones that really impressed me at Microsoft were the smaller titles, such as Inside and Ori and the Blind Forest. Those two
Which one was Blind Forest?
That was the one with the it was a very beautiful art style with a little creature and his mother. The mother looked like something out of Studio Ghibli. And it seems like she dies.
The one where I was like, I want to call my mom.
And it was just a really cool presentation how the wristbands in the audience all started to shine that blue light and lead up towards the stage and the video. It was a really cool way to show off the game, and those are the kind of games that I really like, and that's why at Sony's conference, something like Asmu, which is done by the one of the art directors for Journey and also the composer for Journey, that was one of the most impressive games for me at Sony's show. That's just something that resonates with me, and I really hope that Inside comes to PlayStation 4 at some point. It sounds like it will. It doesn't sound like it's exclusive.
It sounds like it's more of like a time thing.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple people are saying that Ubisoft was their favorite, which is weird because it was our least favorite.
That would be my least favorite
of the entire E3. And a lot of people are saying that E3 overall was pretty good, so I think everybody's.
Let's go through Ubisoft real quick. We started with Far Cry. We went into Just Dance
trailer. It wasn't anything more than trailer, but the trailer was awesome.
But Sony had a better showing of Far Cry.
So Sony had a better showing of gameplay, but that trailer was awesome. You saw
it was cool.
You got to see. So what I liked about the trailer actually more than the gameplay is you got to see that sadistic side of the villain. The racist villain, as they call him.
Now
she's not racist. What actually was surprised about, they made him more Asian looking.
Yeah.
Did you agree?
It's just, I think the artwork just kind of didn't capture that as well as maybe it should have, and that's why so many people thought he was white. But clearly, he is Asian in the game. Like the character model in the game is clearly Asian. It's not white at all. But his voice surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, his voice did surprise me a little bit more than I thought. But it showed his ruthless nature, and it was actually like, he was he had that Kevin Spacey from House of Cards feel to him.
He seems maniacal in a way.
He knows what he needs to get done, and he's going to do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah. After that, we went to Just Dance. Then we went into Shape Up. Then we went into.
We didn't care about at all.
No, don't care about those. Then we went into.
We had Assassin's Creed before that.
I think Assassin's Creed was around there.
Assassin's Creed was, I think, before that. I think Assassin's Creed was after Far Cry.
Okay, but then we got Sims 4.
But the Assassin's Creed trailer was great. It was a little long.
It was. Well, it wasn't just that it was the trailer. There was a big, long, probably 5-minute CGI trailer, and then there was another 10 minutes of gameplay.
Right. And the gameplay was a little boring. Like, I love Assassin's Creed, and I think this looks great.
Yeah.
This is finally, for the first time in a long while, I'm excited for an Assassin's Creed game to come out. But that being said, the gameplay they chose to show off is the part of the game that most people wouldn't want to watch.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to watch me playing Assassin's Creed, you're not going to want to watch me stalking and setting up. You're going to want to watch me actually getting ready to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could have done one of those clips where they just fast forward a little bit, and they didn't. And that was actually a poor execution, in my opinion.
Really quick, we got some funny comments in here. Mule says, Wii U, I hate that stupid stick controller. Makes me want to punch babies. I hate it. No games I really care for either. Even after Nintendo's conference today, Mule, you didn't really have anything that impressed you. Noble Metal Gamer is showing his Vita support. I think we have a few people in here showing some Vita
Drew,
support.
he actually asked earlier if he had a Vita, and yes, Drew.
I do have a Vita,
I used to. I got rid of it when there wasn't any games being made for it anymore, and
JFC, I do own a Vita, and
how about that Division trailer?
Yeah, that was
Ubisoft.
cool.
That was the one where I was like, we were sitting there watching it, and I just looked over. I was like, I want to call my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah, it was. It was a cool way of showing the degradation of society and all that kind of stuff really quickly in a time lapse trailer, and really got the mood across perfectly with the winter and Black Friday and all that kind of stuff. It did a great job with that.
Yeah, Sims 4. Sims 4 was at the beginning too.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for Sims 4.
That's cool for Sim players. I'm excited for you. It seems like there's a lot of really cool customization.
This is the game Sims 3 should have been.
Yes,
is what this is. So a lot of Sims players, I think, are going to be really happy. We had a quick trailer for The Crew, just kind of the car going through a lot of the different environments you'll see in the game.
Which, again, unfortunately, we don't care about just because Drive Club and the new Need for Speed Criterion game and Forza look much better.
Yeah, I think
so. It doesn't do anything to grab me. And then, is that when we
the thing that they closed off with, which was the best by far in the conference, was Rainbow Six.
Oh, no, we forgot the arcade game with the dog.
Oh, yeah, Valiant Hearts, I think it's called.
And it's actually pretty cool because it coincides with an HBO, or not HBO, a history show, I think.
Yeah.
They said a miniseries that goes back for World War stories, and then actually the game will have stuff that coincides with the show. Mm-hmm. That was really good looking, actually. It had a very, what's that one where you write your...
Oh, Scribblenauts, yeah.
Didn't it look like a dark Scribblenauts?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I can see that.
Visual.
Let's go to a few comments before moving on to Rainbow Six. Someone was asking our thoughts on Bloodborne and GTA 5. We're really happy that we don't have to answer questions about when GTA 5 is coming anymore. It's coming this fall.
And I can guarantee you, us, Dave, Q, the guys from Q, and Danny Danger are all thanking God that was shown off.
Yeah, we get that question a lot, and finally we know for sure. Hey, One Unit, thanks for coming in. GTA 5 really impressed me because it looks upgraded for sure. Because when I first saw the beginning with the desert and the water, I was like, this looks real. Like, I feel like I'm watching real television right now or something. And then you see Trevor, and Trevor still had his more it's not like hyper realistic. They go for a more stylized, cartoony look with that. But the environment looked real, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm really happy that it's happening finally because obviously people want it.
Oh yeah, and now you can play it.
Mm-hmm. And I can play it because I haven't played GTA 5, and I hear it's one of the best ones.
Hey Mark, how's sushi?
Hey Mark, how you doing, man? As for Bloodborne, now we know Beast Souls is Bloodborne. It took me by surprise. It was even more morbid and grotesque than I imagined.
Yeah, it was really dark.
And from what I have gathered online, it seems like instead of gathering souls, you gather blood in the game. You feed off blood, and I think that's how you grow more powerful and all this kind of stuff. So it seems like you're going to be ripping enemies apart and absorbing their blood and a lot of other grotesque stuff. But I am happy to see that they're not holding back at all when it comes to the monster designs and creature designs. The dogs alone looked scary as all hell.
Grotesque.
But then that creature at the very end, when he sees the skull on the pedestal, and then you see this creature kind of rising up behind it, and you get a quick look at its face a little bit, and it looks scary. And that's what Demon Souls and Dark Souls fans want. So I'm really happy for you guys.
I can't remember who it was, but someone asked how much is GTA going to cost, and it's just the online. No, it's actually the full game.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's going to be full game price.
I would. I'm sorry. Which game are we talking
about?
For GTA. I would imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine it'd be full game price.
Just like The Last of Us is full game price. They might add in some extra stuff to kind of what would be the word? Kind of.
Oh, and I forgot. No, sorry, keep going.
Just to make it a better value, they will throw in a couple extra things there, but I think it will be $60, as you said.
Right. But that being said, let's go with what Ubisoft ended with, and this was the strongest.
Yeah, because this was the strongest part.
Kind of like This is something I predicted.
Uh-huh.
I actually had this on my list of predictions. And if you notice, I put it on there, Rainbow Six, and you kept saying, "Oh, this is Patriots. This is Patriots." And I kept saying, "No, it's not Patriots." They said because they said a while ago, Rainbow Six Patriots unfortunately was killed. You know, they decided to scrap it and start from scratch.
They could have called it Patriots though, because it even had that vibe of that first trailer with the hostage and whatnot. Because remember the first trailer had a hostage.
Not in the same
I'm
way.
just saying it had the
What's
hostage.
interesting is you notice this was very scripted, and
Yes.
oh my God, was it very humorful.
There's no problem with it being scripted. Let
No.
me say that. But yeah, the voice chat was scripted.
Right. But the thing I liked was that they showed off multiplayer.
Yeah.
But what that says to me is this game's still a long ways out because they only have multiplayer to show off in pre-alpha stage.
The thing is that multiplayer was so cool that it could have been single player. That was what was cool about it. Like that could have been a hostage situation that kind of maybe happens organically in the game.
Right.
Like let's say, like you're playing the game, right? And you get to that moment where there's a hostage situation, and people have the option in the game to be like, you know what, I want to mess with some people. I want to be the hostages in this part of their game. And you can just kind of go into like a room where you wait for your moment to enter someone's game, and you become the hostages in that moment. Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Why would you be the hostage, though?
I'm sorry, not the hostage, the captors, I guess you would say.
Okay, yeah,
The
yeah.
guys that are holding the hostage. So wouldn't it be cool if like you're playing the game and instead of having AI enemies, someone...
A very organic style of multiplayer.
Like Journey, they just come in naturally. Someone just came in and naturally took over the bodies of the captors. And that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think that would be cool.
I would like that.
So maybe, I'm not saying that's going to happen, I'm just saying that would be a pretty cool idea for Rainbow
But overall,
Six.
I mean, the cool gadgets that they use, I mean, look at that camera, the little
very cool.
pencil-thin camera that rolled around.
Blowing up the wall, then blowing up the floor.
So this is something I wanted to point out, is that every game right now is all about destructible environments. Killzone was big on that, Battlefield has been big on that. But Rainbow Six seems to be taking it to a new step where every part of that map is basically degradable. There was not one part that was,
Destructible,
sound. And that's something that a lot of games, even Battlefield, doesn't do. There are parts of the level that you can shoot bullet holes in it, but with that you can shoot through the walls.
Yes.
And that's great to me.
Let's answer a few questions real quick. I didn't hear any talk about WWE 2K15, but I could be off on that.
UFC though.
Yes, we did see some UFC at EA's conference. Pantera, Joey, welcome to the show, man. And that little animation scene for Smash Bros. With Link and Pit, oh my god, that needs to be a real anime. Yeah, they showed off at the very end of their conference, they had like an anime-looking thing for Smash Bros. And it was pretty cool. Killer Kashmir, I want Metal Gear already. Yeah, that was a pretty awesome trailer. Somber, very somber, no gameplay, just all cinematics, all story, which is something I think Metal Gear fans are very used to. PlayStation TV, why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Sorry, I like Dave's thing. Dave said he would watch some Smash Man.
Yeah, definitely.
PlayStation TV is something that I've been looking forward to for a lot of other people. I'm not even going to get it myself. I just think it's something that would be extremely smart for Sony to do.
I agree.
And they're finally bringing it to the US. They showed it off last year at Tokyo Game Show, exclusively for Japan, and it was pitched as Vita TV. Because essentially what it is a little square box, rectangular box, and it has 3 slots. One is for Vita cartridges, the other one's for a memory card. So it's essentially a portable set-top Vita player. But the best thing about it is, I mean, it's going to have all the apps like Netflix and Hulu, so it's already better than Apple TV and everything like that because you can play your Vita games on it. But even more so, you can actually remote play your PS4 on the Vita TV. So for Andrew, he has his PS4 out here. If he wants to go, play, go to his room, and he can go up to his room and, play his PS4 from upstairs remotely. So he can be playing it on that TV. So that's actually really great to me. I'm really psyched that they're bringing this. I think it's going to be really smart, especially at $99. King
of Epic is asking what Bloodborne is about. We don't know too much yet. There was no gameplay footage. It was a CGI trailer. But from what we know, it's a character that is born from blood, it seems, and he lives off of blood. So that kind of weapon that he has for ripping apart enemies, he does that because I think he absorbs their blood and grows stronger through it. Kind of how you absorb souls in Demon Souls. But story-wise, I don't know too much.
I didn't see who it was. It looked like Mule maybe, but someone was saying about he was surprised they didn't see Dying Light, but they saw a lot of zombie games. What's interesting to me is that the company that I thought was making Dying Light showed off Dead Island 2. Which, I mean, it surprised, not only did that surprise people because they thought we were working on, Dying Light, but on top of that, people thought that Riptide was Dying Light, it was Dead Island 2, and it wasn't. Dead Island 2 is Dead Island 2. Riptide was just a sequel, kind of like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is there Dead Island? I thought Dying Light is next. Yeah, and that's what I was just saying. I'm really surprised that they bothered showing off Dead Island already without having Dying Light come out yet.
Yeah, definitely. So, I guess that they've got two teams.
I think they have two teams. I knew that, and I'm thinking, especially after the VGS, that was awful.
Yeah, that was. I didn't think that was a very good showing for it. It didn't look like a next-gen game. And now, since then, we've found out, I'm pretty sure that Dying Light has moved to only next-gen, so maybe they heard the complaints and realized they need to work on their visuals and presentation a little bit. How about we get back to a Sony announcement, not a Sony announcement, a Nintendo announcement today.
And this is something that... Oh, you're going this route?
We finally found out Pokemon Omega Ruby.
No, we knew that.
Yeah, but we didn't know the release date. Okay, that's what we got. We got a release date for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They're getting ridiculous now, these names. It's coming out November 21st to the 3DS. So that was it, though, really, for that. Just a little bit of gameplay.
But it's cool that we got an actual release date, and this is actually one of the most loved Pokemon games. I mean, the most loved is probably going to be Red and Blue.
Yeah, that's the only ones I ever played. So
really,
yeah.
But this was actually from, I think, if I remember right, this is everybody's favorite. I'm gonna get it. I know that. I'm right.
You have a 3DS?
Take money. No, I'm getting it.
Okay, you're gonna get one.
I had one and then got rid of it, and then I'm gonna get one again.
Yeah.
I just do that all the time, way too much.
Cheeto asked, is there Cheetos? Is there zombies in the order? I don't think it was a zombie necessarily. I think it was just a half-breed.
A feeding half-breed.
A feeding half-breed, yeah. I think people, the first reaction was, oh, this game has zombies. But no, I think it's a werewolf feeding. But he's never fully werewolf. He's never fully human. He's half and half now. But you could even see when he grew to that enormous size and became more werewolf, he still had his human personality, but probably a more angry and malevolent personality than before. Like his voice was real gruff and deep and scary, and that's what made the trailer, I thought, even more terrifying. Is that he still had human characteristics. If it was just a pure werewolf, I don't think it would have been as scary as it was. So I think that's pretty cool. No Last Guardian, boo-hoo, yeah, half Nelson. We're all very disappointed about that, but at least we know that it's still in development. It's not canceled, so that's good news at least.
Where'd you get Chromecast?
I've had Chromecast, and I think you saw that it was chewed, right?
Yeah,
Boogie chewed it up on me. Okay, let's get into the big one.
I'm missing a lot of, guys, I apologize, I'm missing a lot of comments that I wanted to acknowledge in there, and that's why I got to do that.
The big one. You recognize this, I'm sure, right? I'm surprised a little bit. This is a really good version of this theme too. This is from the video game Classics concert that happened. It's really cool. So we finally saw Zelda.
We did.
Wii U, and it wasn't a tech demo. It wasn't that thing that we saw way back. It actually looked completely different than that. It is more cell-shaded looking. It's kind of a mixture of Wind Waker and maybe Ocarina almost. It's not at all realistic. I'll say that. Now, what really took me by surprise with this one, right off the bat, obviously, is that it's open world, from what you can tell. It is Skyrim looking in a way. You have access to an entire world, and I don't think they're going to force you to go from temple to temple in a specific order this time.
I think everybody's biggest complaint. I think that's one thing everybody.
And this was my theory. Remember, I talked about this. It was in my hopes and dreams, actually. We didn't get the voice acting, I think, but we did get the drastic departure from the typical Zelda formula. Maybe even more so than the world. I think that Link looked very feminine. More so than he's ever has before, to the point where I actually am questioning if he is a guy or a girl.
You think they're gonna replace Link with Zelda and have you save Zelda?
It's either they're doing a role reversal or they're doing a female Link and a male Zelda. Does that sound ridiculous? I don't know, but does anyone else agree that Link looked especially feminine? He had a ponytail. He looked like he had blush. He had rosy cheeks, and his eyes were very feminine. They were keeping his face concealed the entire trailer. Why the hell would you?
Mark says it's Japan, Drew.
All right, Mark.
Well, I mean, he does have a point. It could just be that it looks feminine.
But why would you keep the face concealed the entire trailer until the very last moment? We know what Link looks like. Did you think that we thought that wasn't Link? Like on the horse? Of course that's Link on the horse. Like, I'm confused on why they would keep his face concealed and then have him look so feminine if there's not something to it. I have a feeling there's something to it. I have no idea what it is, but you know, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'll say that. I think I would be okay with a female version of Link. I love playing as a girl in games.
Feminine, so
yeah, I love playing as girls.
Joey did say, I mean, he has a good point. It's never the same Link.
No, it is never the same Link. You're right. So this could be a female version of Link.
As someone else says, Zelda in disguise, she's done it before.
Oh, Vantera is the perfect person to talk about Zelda. Every hero in the Zelda series is an incarnation of the next hero. Yeah, Vantera, why don't you call in, man? I'm going to open up the Skype lines. Shut down the music for a second. It's the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds on Skype. Why don't you call in, Joe? Because as a huge Zelda fan, someone with a tattoo, literally, of the Triforce, why don't you call in and give us your feelings on the Zelda reveal today?
In the meantime, someone, I didn't see who it was, but someone was asking about Tomb Raider, what we thought the next Tomb Raider
The Rise of the Tomb Raider.
What direction we thought it was going to go in.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be, I mean, you saw the sunken ship.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be very cave-based. I think it's going to be very animal-based. I think it's going to be a combo of the reboot with the first original.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Joe, thanks for calling in, man.
Yo, don't gotta tell me twice to talk about it.
Yeah, man, we got it. We got a little bit of a tease at Zelda. Was it as much as you were expecting?
It was more than I was expecting.
Ooh.
I wasn't expecting anything, actually. Like, I didn't want to have my hopes up just so they can be crushed. Like, the trailer looks so freaking awesome. Like, holy crap, I've never seen any sort of Zelda trailer that looked so action-packed. Like, there was a lot going on. Like, that, whatever was chasing him, it just looked like that's going to be a fun boss to fight.
Yeah. Let's start from the beginning with it, though. Like, how about that first moment where the environment appears behind him and you just see the enormous draw distance, and he says that mountain in the distance, you can go there if you want to.
Yeah, that it was honestly, that drove me. I was so happy because I love Skyrim and I love Zelda, so putting them together just makes a happy Vantera.
Yeah, and like you said, then we got into an enemy that was really quick moving, like 60 frames per second. It looked like for me. But not only that, I love the way the explosions looked. They weren't hyper realistic. They were this mixture of cell shaded and really smooth animation, and it was really cool looking. I can't explain it. Like the plumes of smoke, the fire. Everything about it looked really stylized and cool.
It definitely did. Like a combination of like Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, like smashed together. Like this is the result.
Now the closing shot. That's what's kind of got me not concerned in any way. I'd be fine with it. But do you kind of agree that it might be a female Link?
Honestly, if they made it a female Link, I would not hate on that. I think that'd be really cool if they did. You know, considering it's not always the same Link, if it was female, I would actually be really happy. Like that would be a really cool change.
What if they go like the whole Frozen route, where they make it female Link saving female sister Zelda?
Or the other way, like you said earlier, or female Zelda saving Link, some type of role reversal. I just think they're going to try something a little new with this one, because for them to keep his face concealed, or her face concealed, we don't know, until the very end, it makes me think that there's something to that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I feel a little weird admitting to it, but I also thought the same thing. I couldn't tell whether or not it was a boy or a girl. But
yeah, you know, we weren't the only ones. It definitely started up almost immediately online, and a lot of people, like, on GAF and whatnot, are like, you guys are ridiculous. That's so stupid to say. Like, of course it's male Link and stuff like that, and I think it'll be hilarious if now it comes out that it is a female, because all those guys are going to feel like idiots. But like, some people are saying that you heard his scream. I did not. I didn't hear
it either. That's what I was looking out for.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, really, if it sounds like that, it could go either way. But I did not hear a scream. I did not hear him call his horse. I don't know if it's a Pona or whatnot. But no matter what, the weapon he or she was using was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love how they kind of, especially in that little anime cutscene, like they're actually starting to make Link look a lot more badass than he is badass, but in that anime he finally used all the items, you know, that he had, and like, you know, people are getting really to see how badass Link really is, and actually kind of make him, you know, known as Link and not Zelda.
Do you think it was a premeditated decision for them not to show the sword?
No.
Okay, I'm just kind of wondering if they're going to try and go a little bit of a different direction. If that has any meaning,
what they should. The Master Crossbow.
It was Do they change? How far do they go to change this? Is a girl Link in an open world with the Master Crossbow
who has a voice?
Who has a voice? Like how far does it go? I'm just curious. They only give us a tease. You know, and it comes out 2015, but they didn't give if it was early or middle or late.
Wicked said #link to women.
Yeah. But no matter what, I'm excited. Yeah, I think it looks really cool.
I'm not complaining. Like, regardless of what happens with this game, I mean, I'm very open to change. Especially, I love Zelda, but I feel like they can do a lot more with it, especially now that we have next-gen consoles.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to just stick to the same formula and just, we know this works. We know fans will like this. Just add more to that. Let's add more color, more difficult dungeons. Like, don't be afraid to mess with the formula a little bit. And the fact that they're making it this open world, like, I love that. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah, great news for people like you and me and all the other Zelda fans out there. So,
hey, Joey,
yes, sir, go ahead.
What you eating?
Pasta.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. Of course you did. I wasn't gonna say it, Joe. That was Mike. Hold on.
I'm watching you guys as I'm eating, and they're like, "Joe, call in." I'm just like, "All right, I'm not gonna just stop."
All right, man. I'm happy for you, man. So thanks for calling in.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
All right, we got a bunch of comments.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
First one, I guess more so, is Zelda release date. What do we think?
2015 is all we know right now.
He says no. Well, he's thinking no earlier than holiday 2015.
Well, we know it is 2015 unless they go back on their word.
Right, they could delay it.
They could, but right now all we have to go off of is that it said 2015. Right. I would say that it'll be the very tail end of 2015.
Someone else just asked if we thought there was going to... This is a little more confusing question. I just want to see if you could clarify. He was asking if we thought there was going to be any more MMOs on PS4.
I think that Gorilla's game is going to be an RPG of a massively multiplayer game.
More so, then he said Fable ? After that.
Well, maybe he just means like Fable.
Yo... But Fable was never MMO.
No, never MMO.
Right, so I'm wondering, I don't know if you knew that Fable is an exclusive title to Microsoft, or if you just wanted to see more Fable. I'm not really sure what you were getting at, but clarify if you can for me.
This is a funny question. Who's better at video games?
I got that one right here.
Well, I think we can divide this up. You're obviously better at first-person shooters. Yes. I would say I'm better at, obviously, like RPGs and kart racers.
I would disagree with RPGs.
Okay, I guess it depends on the type of RPG, right? Yeah, Japanese RPG I'm definitely better at.
And arcade type games. Like, look at Resogun. I could never do what you did.
Yeah.
Same thing with Super Stardust. I couldn't.
And Mod Nation Racers.
Oh my god, dude, you were ridiculous. What were you, number 4?
I was in the top, like, point, like 0.00001%. I was really, really good at Mod Nation Racers.
That was nuts, man.
That was a fun game. I really liked that game. But yeah, we both have our genres that we're good at, for sure.
Back to the Tomb Raider. What direction do you think they're going to go with this?
I love that she has psychological damage from the first one.
I think it's perfect.
Because that was my problem with the first one, is I hate how quickly she went from scared like little girl to I'm gonna kill everybody, and now it's like, okay, yeah, this is what happened to her. She had a breakdown, she got messed up.
And there were parts in Tomb Raider where you could see that she had a breakdown, but she realized she had to do whatever
you have to do to
survive, and she's paying for it now.
Yeah,
instead of gradually work to that, she went all full force.
So awesome direction.
So it's gonna be very dark. It's gonna be a lot of her self-searching, but I think there's gonna be a lot of shakeups. The problem is, are they gonna be able to build a character relationship with other people on her team like they did in the first one?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought the cast of characters in the first one were just okay.
Right.
They were very archetypal and stereotypical.
Yeah.
And that's okay, I guess.
Joey Quinn, I love that she's psychologically damaged.
Yeah. I do. What do you want from me? I love damaged
We're going to have
characters, damaged goods.
When we have t-shirts and everything made up, there's going to be awful quotes on there from all of us.
I like my women as damaged goods.
I hope Kristen's not watching.
I hope not, too. Any other good questions?
Someone was saying, when do we think we're going to see Fallout 4? We didn't see it at E3 yet.
Not for a while.
I don't think I would say Gamescom is your best bet, but that's really not that likely.
And we're probably not going to see it next year either, I don't think.
So?
I just mean as a release.
Oh, no, we're not going to see it release next year, but I would say E3 next year at the minimum.
So we're also getting a lot of questions about No Man's Sky. We should talk about that for sure.
He's been asking a bunch of times. That was actually
because I flipped at that. And I said this yesterday. It wasn't just how great the game looked. It was the presentation from the guy who was so humble and appreciative of the audience and their respect and their admiration for him and their studio of 3 people making this enormous procedurally generated game from a genre that they are so passionate about. They kind of he talked about.
You could see his face.
Oh yeah, he was so passionate and he was choked up. You could see how choked up he was.
I think he realized before how excited people were, but I don't think he realized the amount of appreciation and respect that they were going to get. I think it was very very humbling experience for him.
I mean, this game is enormous, and he said that every single person who plays this game will start off on a new planet, and that new planet is created for everyone. So every new player creates a new planet, and then that new planet is created in this enormous universe that other people can then go out and find. And it's not just those ones that the characters create, it's just other undiscovered planets that you can find together with other people, new species, new wildlife. It's just incredibly expansive, and he even said himself that like we don't even know what's out there in this game. Like it's procedurally generated, I think, to the point where creatures are going to be created in like a spore-like way, where it's like, oh, let's throw this arm on and this leg on this one, and this one's going to have these eyes, and like let's just have all these different possibilities, and when you put them all together, we have millions of combinations. Right. So it's so enormous that we're all going to be discovering it together, and I think that's really cool.
Now, someone else, I'm not sure if he's still in the room, but someone was asking multiple times what we thought about the Little Big Planet 3 release. Drew, we were really surprised.
He came out of nowhere.
I think the fact that he released that it was going to be released this year was an accident. Yeah. I don't think he intended to do that, but I'm sure in the next few days we'll hear something. They'll probably get ahead of it and say, yes, it's going to come out this holiday.
Welcome, Beefy Starling, to the room.
What's going on, man? But yeah, we were both really surprised. It came out of nowhere.
I think it wasn't the best presentation. I wish it was a better group of people showing it off. Yes. And I think also they probably could have shown off a better map. But
Freelancer, I said the exact same thing when I sat down and looked at the screen. I was like, this is gonna be really weird.
Yeah, because we don't usually have that. Yeah.
Now I want to get to real quick. Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Far Cry 4 co-op.
Far Cry 4 co-op. Yeah.
I'm sorry. He was asking. I'm reading off the card instead of paying attention. He was asking. Did you bring me one? You bitch. He was. he was asking.
You're supposed to work on that, aren't you?
Huh? I did. I worked earlier.
You're not supposed to say bitch anymore.
People bitches.
Oh, I can call you a bitch. Just
no, we have to call them poochies.
Poochies. I'm sorry, you poochie.
Hey, Zomboy, how you doing, man?
He was asking about
Far Cry 4, right?
If you have to own the game.
Supposedly not.
Supposedly no, but he also asked if you were able to play the whole game. And from what I see, no, it's only certain portions of the game.
Yeah. But in this case, it seemed like this person kind of just dropped in out of nowhere with a helicopter. Like, I don't know how it works exactly, but it might be kind of like a drop-in, drop-out of other people's games kind of thing. Which is cool, I guess. Maybe you need to have, like, a PlayStation Now to do it. Maybe that's going to be a feature of PlayStation Now, because we do know that at the very beginning they advertised being able to take control of other people's systems. Maybe you can also somehow like put yourself into their game without having to own it through PlayStation Now.
T Provo wants to know what our most anticipated games are. Right now, for me, it's either Destiny or Evolve, because this year at least.
I'm really looking forward to Destiny because I want to have this big experience with all of our Level Up Show viewers. I'm really looking forward to The Order, even though that is next year. I thought that trailer and gameplay was really cool and scary. Much scarier than even I was expecting. Little Big Planet 3. I'm going to be getting that for sure because you can play any level from the first or second game. Oh man, Batman. Delayed till next year, but maybe the best part of their show as far as gameplay goes.
For 2014, my top 3 are Destiny, Evolve, and Far Cry 4.
Oh yeah, Far Cry's this year too. We have a lot more this year.
Are you going to get Far Cry?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to play all these things, but I'm going to try. If at the time I have an opening to play it, I wouldn't mind trying it out.
Dave's question.
Dave said, Andrew, the kid in Phantom Pain, your guess, Raiden, Liquid, or someone different. It could go either way because Raiden was in Africa, and I'm pretty sure Liquid was also a child soldier. Since Liquid had a snake on his lap, I think that's an obvious hint that he's Liquid, but maybe too obvious. Maybe Hideo is trying to trick us a little bit and make us think that it's Liquid, but it's definitely one of them. It's either Raiden or Liquid. I don't think it could go any other way, really.
Tony the Legend wants to know what the hell is up with Let It Die.
Jesus, very gruesome, yeah.
I was really surprised that Sony took that.
Yeah.
That was very surprising to me. It was very dark.
Yeah, the entire show. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. It was a dark show. I mean, Bloodborne, Let It Die.
I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, just like Manhunt-style torture porn. And Order was dark. What else? The Phantom Pain trailer was incredibly somber. Uncharted suddenly took a turn towards a very dark tone, like with Nathan Drake being on like his last legs, it seems, and very much older, and one last time, like, is he gonna die at the end of this one? Like, yeah.
Garcia says that Mortal Kombat lost its touch and need to bring back the 2D version. Dude, I'm telling you,
it is 2D.
This Mortal Kombat 10 is looking pretty sick to where I kind of want to get it.
2.5D is what they call it, right? Where it's 2D, but it's three-dimensional characters.
I love games like that.
Yeah, it is cool.
Nintendo needs to stick to doing things like that, which they're doing well with, but Little Big Planet kind of does that.
Yeah, they're doing it more so than ever now. It seems like there's a lot more depth to this one. Thanks, Anthropophagus47.
Yeah, check us out Sundays. We're normally on Sundays, every Sunday.
We should do that. We haven't talked at all about who we are, and we're 56 minutes in. We have 55 people in here. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're the Level Up Show. We're only 2 today, but typically we're a cast of 4, and we're on Sundays around 10:15 Eastern Time.
Mark's actually in the room.
Yeah, Marked Words.
One of our producers is Marked Words. The other one is
my fiance, not fiance, my wife. Wow,
dude, I did that earlier too. Isn't it weird?
Yeah, I'm so used to
introducing her, right?
Yeah, she's my wife now. We got married last month. And she's here as well as a moderator on Sundays. But we are a gaming dedicated stream, and we always talk about the biggest gaming news from the week as well as a topic of the week. This weekend we'll be discussing E3 once again, but as awards. We're going to try and figure out which was the best of show, what was the best new IP, which was the biggest disappointment, the biggest surprise. We're going to go into all of that this weekend on Sunday. If you guys want to keep track of us and make sure you don't lose us, make sure you go on twitch.tv/levelupshow. If you don't have an account already, create one and heart us. If you do that, you'll get email notifications whenever we go live. And then go to Twitter. Follow us there. We're very active. Go on Facebook and like us. And then finally, if you would like to, Mike and I are both on PlayStation Network. I am Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru. So we would love to become friends with you guys on here and talk with you after the show.
Team Pro says AC Unity hasn't heard our thoughts. We were talking about earlier. We talked about it a lot last night when we streamed. I can't believe I just said that that's not on my top anticipated games.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I am going to be broke this holiday. Kush, what's going up, man? What's going up? What's going on? He said, "What's up?" So, but no, I am really looking forward to that. Me, Greg Verga, his friend. I know we're all going to be getting it. I am dying for that. It looks very fluid. I love the the acrobatic style, the finesse that they're putting onto their characters. The fact that you play co-op is great.
Evan in here, I think you're probably talking about our slap bet for Tony the Legend. Thanks for the friend request. But our slap bet for when Grand Theft Auto is going to release, I say September. Mike says October. Them saying fall, it's on the edge. I could still be okay with it coming in September, but September is typically considered the very tail end of summer, so I might be in danger here of a terrible slap.
You're gonna start slapping trees.
Yeah, it's not good news for me right now. But I'm not completely out of the running yet. We don't know for sure if it's September, October, November, December.
Cheetos says he bets your wife doesn't let you play games. That's not true. Actually, you play games a lot.
Well, it helps that she is on evening shift, so she doesn't get home until after midnight. So I do actually have a lot of time to play games. You're both wrong.
Is Mark in on this? Wait, Mark didn't ever get in on this, did he?
But even if it is November, you win. That's why I'm so much at a disadvantage, because you have the eternity, infinite future to be correct. I only have up until September.
You didn't play that out very well.
No, I didn't.
And you were the one that wanted the whoever's closer rule too.
Yeah.
I didn't even say that.
Yeah, you wanted to do bets, so I agreed to
I think we should do more though.
Yeah. Zomboy, thank you for your friend request. And Zomboy's a repeat viewer, so I'm glad you finally friend request.
Finally?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Goddamn Batman's in the room.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Apparently he knows more than she does now.
Yeah, seriously. Spoiler alert. You should have a slap bet on Metal Gear. Evan in here, what do you suggest would be the slap bet?
If it's going to be Liquid or Raiden.
Or that would be a 50-50.
I have no idea, though, because I don't know anything.
It really could go either way, because they were both child soldiers. Right. But I really don't know. He seems to stab the kid in the trailer. That was kind of.
I think he has to cut something out. I wonder if it's another bomb.
I have no idea. Another bomb.
I wonder. No. So one of my theories was that Metal Gear Ground Zeroes was more so just a prelude to give you an idea what's happening, and they're putting bombs in children.
There's a lot of child soldiers in this, and it seems like child death in this, from what I can tell. It's going to be pretty somber game for sure. How about we move on a little bit and do another Nintendo announcement real quick? This one. Kirby. This one is called...
Weird. Why did you choose this?
It was the one on Spotify, so I went with it. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, announced for Wii U. Again, another 2D/3D game. It's 2D, but with three-dimensional characters. Not Epic Yarn this time. No. It doesn't look like that at all.
Which is a little disappointing, because that was actually really good, but it didn't do very well. So.
No. It reviewed well.
But people didn't really respond to it.
But it is for Wii U, and it's coming 2015. After that...
This was probably the best part of their conference.
Mario Maker?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good.
I feel like this is something that's been coming for a while, or that's needed to come for a while, especially with the Wii U touchpad.
Yeah.
And this kind of relates to something that Reggie Fils-Aime said later on after in a bunch of interviews, as well as Miyamoto. Miyamoto was saying that innovations are what they strive for on the Nintendo side. Yeah. And this really uses that.
Yeah, it really showed that you kind of use the stylus to just drag things onto the map and drag the pipes up and down, taller and shorter. Very quick, very easy to do. But the coolest part, I think you're about to say this, is probably the cross-generational style, right?
Yeah.
Where you can quickly move from like Super Mario Brothers U.
Have you ever watched like old school like modded Mario levels?
Yeah.
Some of them are just ridiculous. When you're jumping and it's like in a dungeon area, and then all of a sudden like squids are floating towards you.
Yeah.
And it's tough. And there's another guy. It sounded like a guy from New York, where he just keeps playing it over and over again. I think it's like a 10-minute video. And it's hilarious. And I really am interested to see how difficult these levels are. And
if you can share them, I hope you can share them.
I'm really going to be disappointed if you can't share them.
Yeah. See you, Cheeto. Thanks for watching us.
Thanks, bud.
Make sure you add us Sunday.
Add us on Twitch, and we'll see you on Sunday, hopefully.
Also, thank you to JS Gamer for adding us as a friend. What was I just going to say? Damn, I'm losing track. We were talking about Mario and
cross-generational,
and
sharing maps and stuff.
I can't think of what I was going to say. I think I was just going to say that it's kind of cool because so many people want a new Mario game in the old style, and now we're going to have infinite Mario games in the old style. Because
and you could just basically, imagine being able to recreate, old versions of Mario levels, but just do them in a way that you felt they should have been done.
Ghost, I guess, didn't see this news. It's called Mario Maker, Daryl, and you can make any like old school style Mario level. It's pretty much like a Little Big Planet for Mario. Not that Little Big Planet isn't that already. The moment Little Big Planet comes out the first day, all it is Mario levels that people are creating. So I'm sure you'll see that with Little Big Planet 3 as well.
Right. I want to go on to something a bunch of people are saying, and I know Joey Vantera was saying a lot about The Last of Us.
The remastered version.
He's glad it's coming out in July and not later than that. Mm-hmm. But one thing I didn't actually think of, and this is actually cool, and I kept saying, so I've been against The Last of Us on PS4 personally. And not against it being made, but just I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I'm actually reconsidering that, and imagine streaming The Last of Us, with like your dad.
Yeah.
And having him sit down and just watch certain parts while he's playing, just his reactions or something like that. That's going to be one of the coolest things to me to watch on live from PlayStation is people's reactions.
Thank you, Kush, for your friend request. Because this is true. That game was so great cinematically and like presentation wise that Kristen watched every minute. She did not miss one part of that game because she enjoyed the story and watching it.
Right.
And now anyone can watch it. I hope you buy it, but you could go on Twitch and Ustream and you can watch the whole story of The Last of Us play out because it really is like a great movie or a great book.
Right.
So I think it's going to do really well.
I loved it, and I'm really excited. I think I might actually get it just to stream people's reactions, just have a collection. Maybe make a mashup. That would be great. Real Quiet keeps asking any feedback on the golf club.
Golf club. Not sure what game that is.
I know there's a new.
PGA Tour.
PGA Tour. I don't know about club, but PGA Tour.
Which is cool because it has fantasy maps. Huh? Did you see that? It has fantasy courses.
Yeah, with like the
huge battleship.
The battleship that came in from BF4. That's a Battlefield 4 map.
That's
a course. That's a course done on Battlefield 4 map, and that's why they're doing that. So.
I think it would be interesting if that could actually block your path. If you could hit the battleship and it messes up your level and stuff like that. Pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of MotorStorm Apocalypse. It would be pretty cool if you're playing on a course during the apocalypse and everything's falling apart around you except the course, stuff like that. They can do whatever they want with that.
What do we know about Star Wars Battlefront?
That it looks amazing.
Much as you. There's actually not much that was revealed about it except for gameplay, footage.
Yeah, like alpha even footage, like very very early stuff of Endor and Hoth. And stuff like that, but what they did show, even as pre-alpha, looked like astonishing. Like it really did look good because they went to the Lucas archives and they are just taking this so seriously. They're taking the
went to the actual locations,
yes,
the shot locations where they actually shot the original areas, and they're using that as inspiration. They're using a lot of real inspiration just to build this game. They're putting a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, they clearly love the universe and they're very very serious about it. So that's good news for sure. But we're not going to hear any more news about it until 2015. I think spring, maybe GDC. We'll see what happens. Bayonetta 2. We've known about that for a while, but we didn't know that Bayonetta 1 would be included on the disc, which is great news because I know so many people when Bayonetta 2 was announced, it's like, why the hell would anyone want to put this on Wii U? All those guys have no idea what the game is. They've never played the first one. Well, now you can. Even if you've never played it or never heard of Bayonetta, now you have access to both the first and second Bayonetta on Wii U. I think that comes out this year. It's coming out 2014. I think October, if I remember right. So that's really good news. Is there something that's funny?
Yeah, the conversation between Ghost and Dave. Smash keeps asking, what games do you play? I don't play games, apparently.
You don't play games?
I don't know.
Well, on PS4, I played Infamous recently. I've been playing a lot of the smaller titles like Don't Starve and Outlast, Killzone, Resogun. I played a little Assassin's Creed, but I got a little bored with it, to be honest.
I love it, though.
Child of Light was really good. Fez, I reviewed on our website, thelevelupshow.com. So you can check that out. Knack and Resogun are also reviewed on our website, thelevelupshow.com. So a lot of what I've played, you could look into there. But otherwise, I'm very much an RPG guy. The classic like Japanese RPG style, action adventure like Uncharted and The Last of Us. Those kind of things for me.
Right. 76 Summertime keeps asking about H-Hour. I am very psyched for that game. I even said something to you months and months and months ago when I saw it on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And I'm because SOCOM really established a big part of my gaming life.
Yep.
I guess. I mean, I've been playing games for a while, but that was really the first. I mean, that's the first online game really for most people, and that was really what defined it. But no info yet. I would love to see some.
Stealthfire mentioned the Resogun DLC that was announced. Yeah, it's called Resogun Heroes, if I remember correct. And it has like a survival mode.
It's game changing.
It's supposedly game changing. It has a lot of new modes, and that's cool news. And I'll probably download it because I really really enjoyed Resogun, and for a very long time. I thought it was the best game for PS4, even though it was free.
A lot of people are giving Knack a bad.
Oh, I know it gets a bad rap, and I have a feeling that a lot of those guys didn't play it, to be honest. Knack is, it's not like the best game ever made or anything like that, but it's a very solid old school action platformer with some nice difficulty at certain points. It's challenging, has a really charming story and characters. It lasts just as long as it should. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I really actually liked Knack, and I thought it was a nice little game to play before we get into the really, really good stuff for PS4. For a launch title, I was perfectly happy with it.
Does anybody want a beta code to Battlefield Hardline?
Do you want to?
I got one. Yeah, I got one again.
Okay, let's definitely do that. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, if anybody hasn't gotten it, I mean, there's ways to get it.
Okay, guys, so here's what we're going to do. We've got a Battlefield Hardline beta code that we want to give out to you guys. So what we need you to do is you go on Twitter, all right, and add us at The Level Up Show, spelled how you see it there, level spelled LVL, and post to us that you want a beta code, #Hardline. So please do that for us. Tweet at us that you want a beta code. Make sure you include #Hardline, random number generator, to figure out who we're going to give the beta code. We'll private message it to you on Twitter after the show. So guys, we'll say it once again later on, but we'll give a beta code out for Battlefield Hardline.
Probo was saying about Rainbow Six, comment on it. We actually were talking about it for a while earlier. But yeah, I'm really psyched. I thought they did a lot of innovative stuff. I'm glad it's rebranded. I'm glad they're starting from scratch, and I think they're doing that just so they can give it a true next-gen feel. So I'm loving that. So, yeah, I mean, Kush, I would say grab it at Redbox even if you want to.
Which one is this?
For Kush, he said I'll give Knack a chance if it's free rentable.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. It'll come to PlayStation Plus. I know it will at some point, and it really is worth playing.
What was that Resident Evil game that was announced?
There was a Resident Evil game announced?
I think, wasn't it?
I didn't hear that, actually.
Or no, Final Fantasy Type 0 or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Was it announced, though? I heard rumors that it would be, but I didn't actually see anything about it.
I saw something about that before.
Maybe it's coming to Vita finally. Someone, let me know, because that would be awesome. I really wanted to play Type 0 for a long time, and I keep hoping it comes to Vita.
Did you refresh the chat?
Yeah, for some reason I got logged out for some reason. I'm going to tweet. So, guys, I'm typing in the chat room, tweet at the Level Up Show.
Evan Hare keeps asking about Fatal Frame. Sorry, bud. No, I didn't see anything for Fatal Frame, did you?
I didn't, no.
So, sorry, bud. Yeah, I just got my beta code in my email. I'm hoping that someone asked if we were going to get into the Destiny beta or alpha. Beta, yes, 100%. Alpha, I'm praying I did. When we were watching the stream for Sony last night, it cut out like about 2 minutes or so, and those 2 minutes happened to be that exact moment the whole time where they said about register for the alpha. So I'm hoping that I'm not like too late or something for it, because I'm.
It seems a few people want to call, so I will open up the lines. Guys, our Skype is now open. It is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. I'll post it in the chat room real quick for you guys. So please audio call, and we can talk about the conferences.
Yeah, I didn't get anything for Destiny. Hopefully tomorrow or something like that I'll see them. Where's the code?
The code is on Mike's phone, and you have a chance at getting it if you tweet at us on Twitter. As it says on here, it's at the Level Up Show, level spelled LBL. Make sure you tweet at us and follow us, but make sure you also include hashtag Hardline.
Type 0 is on PS4?
Man, I hope that's true, Bartolomeo. That would be awesome. Bartolomeo, because that would be huge news for me. I really wanted to play that game for a long time.
I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest.
It was for PSP in Japan and never got localized for America, but supposedly it was a very good Final Fantasy game.
All right. No, he's married. I'm like backwards.
No, he's married. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to ban somebody. I don't want to do it, but I gotta. No, I won't. But guys, if you guys aren't being civil in the chat room, then I will have to time you out or ban you potentially.
Yeah, time him out at least. Kush, yes, we both loved Heavy Rain. Did you play Beyond Two Souls?
I did not play Beyond Two Souls, but I really hope it comes to PS4 as a remaster. Okay. Because even though I heard it wasn't the best game and it wasn't as good as Heavy Rain, I would still like to play it.
Right.
I think it looks pretty
loved
cool.
Heavy Rain though.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain was great to me.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I thought Heavy Rain was very innovative, and it's not a game for everyone.
Bartolomeo says it's on Xbox One as well, so it's on BMW.
Okay, so he's lying to us and being a troll. It's not coming to. There's no way it's coming to. I very highly doubt it.
He might be just wrong because he's been giving good.
He might be wrong or he might be trolling. I have no idea, but I cannot imagine that game coming.
Alfred hacked the Target's phone for the code. Man, he really wants it.
I'm still looking it up. I can't find anything.
No, I actually don't at all because A, I already got into the beta. This is just an extra code I have, and B, I'm kind of bored with it. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me want to play Battlefield 4.
Oh no, he's right. It's called Type 0 HD.
Why are you telling him that he's trolling?
Huh? Because it didn't seem likely. I'm surprised it's even coming to PS4. I would have expected Vita. It was a portable game. Sorry to Bartolomeo. It is coming to PS4 and Xbox One as Type 0 HD. And
Dave said he wishes there was a punch of someone in a dick button.
I don't see any release date or anything like that.
No.
But the voice of our Western fans was instrumental in the development of Final Fantasy Type 0, and we're very excited to release this title soon. The new PlayStation 4 system and Xbox One gaming and entertainment platform have really helped to re-envision the dynamic and turbulent world of Orient. I wonder if it's going to have updated graphics then, because it was, like I said, it was a PlayStation portable game. Like, it didn't even have Vita graphics. So, very surprising, for sure. I'm guessing it's remastered, which is awesome. Very good news.
Coran Horn said he's taking a break watching the Destiny Alpha streams. I hate you. I want to get in there. Well, not really you, I guess, the people streaming it. I'm really dying. Oh my god! JNSC, I apparently made a noise.
Oh yeah, when Grim Fandango was announced, you freaking freaked out. That was your biggest freak out of the entire show.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I think it was just because it's old school charm that has it's nostalgia. It's that nostalgia factor that just brought back to me. I love Grim Fandango. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It's so clever in its writing, and it's a good game overall. But overall, it's so clever and so entertaining. I'm really excited that you're gonna be able to play it.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because I think you and Greg would, and even Dave, if you've not played it yet, definitely get it. The humor is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I always hear about it.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Schafer is just a master of that, and I think that was one of the biggest surprises of the show, actually, just because it came out of nowhere.
Right. I love how they showed it off. It was like the fake note, and you're going deciphering the note, and all of a sudden you see the hairy knuckles and everything. He's like, wait, zoom out, and you see Tim Schafer's ugly mug.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I thought it was so good. That was great.
What is a great game on PS4? Someone asked. Infamous Second Son is a really good game for PS4.
Yes.
Resogun's another really good one.
Assassin's Creed,
obviously.
Games. This is actually probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised we didn't see any Quantic Dream stuff.
Yeah, nothing from Quantic Dream.
Nothing at all. So
I'm guessing
Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to put this out there right now. Red Dead needs a new game.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
I'm going to say that Red Dead is getting a new game. I am going to put money that's not going to be anything related to Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it to me because the first one, I don't know if you guys knew, but this was actually a sequel already. The original was called Red Dead Revolver. That was for Xbox and PlayStation 2. And that was actually a fun game. I know me and Pat and a bunch of the guys would play it all the time. It actually had some really cool slowdown. That's where the duels came from and everything like that. So I'm going to say you're going to see it probably maybe next year's E3. Maybe at Microsoft.
Maybe, yeah.
So, what do you think of the PS Now pricing?
I think it's okay. This is just for rentals from what we hear, but we're thinking $3 for 3 days and up to $20 for a month. I mean, really, you can finish most games in a week. It depends on if you want to have a big part in the online multiplayer and whatnot. In that case, you're probably going to want a month. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a decent pricing system. I wonder if they're going to have a subscription model as well. That might be the better choice for some people.
Corin Horn was saying to be watching the Nintendo conference. That's actually technically what we were trying to go through.
Yeah, we can't get to it, but we were mostly through it. There's still a few things.
We're going through the most of it, but let's finish up.
Finally, we had Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming 2015 to Wii U. That was also known as X for a while. It's an RPG, Japanese-style RPG, coming to Wii U. It looks really good. And then we also had a new character for Smash Bros. Palutena from Kid Icarus was confirmed for Smash Bros. And Dark Pit was teased. So Smash Bros., like I said, is coming out October 3rd for 3DS and holiday for Wii U, which might unfortunately push into next year. We don't know just yet.
Someone was saying about Sony Santa Monica, he was wondering what they were working on. Yeah, we didn't see anything from them at all.
Yeah. I have a feeling it'll be Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Last Guardian.
So for those of you that are newer to the game conferences and everything like that, E3 is not the only one. There's a few of them. The next one is actually Tokyo Game Show. That's probably in August, I think. I don't know. Do we have an official date on that?
With what?
Tokyo Game Show?
No official date. It's usually September.
September? Last year was August.
What was it?
Yeah. Tokyo Game Show is, it's a Japan show, but it's not really where they show off new titles. A lot of times, it's usually very tame for conferences, but they show you get more gameplay and stuff like that. Then they also have Gamescom, which is like Europe's E3.
Yeah, it's becoming bigger and bigger.
It's actually starting to surpass E3.
Yeah.
And that's in Germany, I think.
I'm not sure. Exactly.
So you have that coming up. So those are areas that you can get. Then you have what was it in March?
GDC in March.
Yeah, Game Developers Conference. That's when you get the new prototype stuff, the thing that they're debating doing. That's when the Project Morpheus was unveiled. So.
You know what we should do real quick? We haven't done it this show. Guys, we are supporting a charity now. It's called Extra Life. And it raises money towards a lot of different children's hospitals. But Mike and I are going to be playing towards Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, also called CHOP. And you guys can help us out in raising money towards this cause by going on our website, thelevelupshow.com. At the top of that page, there is a banner for Extra Life, and it brings you right to the page where you can donate some money, and it's completely up to you what you want to do. It could be one-time $5 donation, or you can make it a monthly donation. But the big thing is that this is all leading up to October 25th, where we're going to be doing a 24-hour straight stream with a lot of different segments and content that day to try and raise as much money as possible, get as much attention as possible, and try and get you guys helping us out. So mark your calendars for October 25th. It's gonna be really awesome.
Mark, you're awesome.
Thank you, Mark, for helping us out there. As Mark posted in the chat room, that is our Extra Life page, and you can also see there that thelevelupshow.com is another easy way to get to that through our banner. If you want, also on thelevelupshow.com, we have a lot of articles and editorials and reviews, and we're going to keep that site updated moving forward. We have help from a few different people, such as Dave in the chat room. He's known as Noble Metal Gamer, and we also have Greg Verga helping us out with the site as well. If you haven't already, check out Dave's show. It's called Noble Metal Gamers Cast, and it's on Wednesdays at 8 to 8:30-ish, around there.
Thank you to Groot. We'll see you. We're on Sundays, so you can catch us every Sunday around 10:15.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow us on Twitch so you'll keep track of us, and whenever we go live. As Mike said, it's Sundays around 10:15-ish Eastern Time. Every Sunday we're on, and we have a gaming dedicated show about all the big gaming news. For both of you, what do you think of Warframe? Nothing, because I haven't played it.
It's all right.
It's all right?
I personally, I just can't get too much into it.
It looks like one of those kind of Dust 514 type games where it's really complex and you need a lot of time to get into it. And free to play already is kind of this thing where I kind of just have this barrier against it, and that's not always going to happen. Like, I'm interested in Deep Down, for instance, but there is this kind of like feeling of like I don't want to really get invested in this because I know it's going to have like a lot of microtransactions, and that's how they're going to try and get me. And just it didn't really interest me in the first place, to be honest. So
right, it's all right.
I think Boogie wants to go to the bathroom.
Does he?
Yeah. You mind handling the show for 5 minutes? Not even.
Good thing.
Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Gonna let my dog out.
Airframe is different with the paper. I'm guessing you mean Warframe. Shoot. The Star Wars Battlefront, actually, yeah, it looks sick. From the pre-alpha stage, I guess renderings that we saw, it looks really good. Have we seen the Doom teaser? I have not, actually. I need to go on and see that. People were talking about it earlier. I just haven't had a chance to. I was working all day today. So, dude, when is beta code for Hardline? Shoot. Well, if you don't know, we were saying if you add us on Twitch, yeah, if you add us on, if you're on Twitter, tweet at us. What do you say to put? I can't even remember now what he said to do. But go to our Twitter. What'd you do your chat? Whatever. When Drew comes out, we'll put it on. At the end of the thing, if you've tweeted at us whatever keyword he said to do, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm not sure what the keyword he said was, but if you go on our Twitter, by the end of the show, we're gonna pick one random name off of there. We're gonna number them and just pick a number out of the hat. So. What do you think about Uncharted 4? I mean, it was a good teaser. It looks like it's in the future. Drew was saying it looks like the guy has about 10 years on him. And it's definitely looking like, he was supposed to be out of it, so this is something that's pulled him back in. But the graphics look great, so I'm actually interested in playing it for once. I do not. I trim it down. It's not very impressive right now. Mark's, I think, is better. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. I thought that's what he said, but I didn't want to give people the wrong information. I kind of don't pay attention to Drew all the time. So, should pay me for watching this. Why? We'll probably check out your show. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, Dave's show is great. I check him out every Wednesday when I can, so it'll be awesome. The Division or Siege, which Tom Clancy game would you get? I'm getting Division, 100%. Day one. Everything I've seen of it so far, even as early as it is, I'm all for it. So I'm all about it.
Sorry, I'm back.
I forgot what you said to do for Twitter, but Dave helped me out. So,
okay. Yeah, guys, just tweet at us at the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL, and make sure you follow us. And when you tweet, make sure you include hashtag Hardline, and you have a chance at winning our Battlefield Hardline beta.
Hi, Kristen.
Kristen. What'd she say? How's my husband?
Yeah, where's my husband?
Where's my husband?
Mike said when they get 350
I was taking Bogey out.
time that he would grow out his beard like the guys on Duck Dynasty. I wish I had the pictures. You remember when I shaved my beard?
Yeah.
So I grew my beard out. What was it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And it was pretty bushy.
Pretty bushy,
big.
yeah.
And then and it was funny because I was working sales, and so I would stick like pens and stuff like that in it. And then I lost the bet, so I had to shave it all off. And I shaved, I think, what did I do? Like right down here. I think I rocked the thing was just like up like that for like I think a week.
It was terrible.
And then I did a little Hitler stash for a day, and that didn't go over well.
No, that never goes over well. Hey Jeremy, welcome to the show. Hey Camero guy, welcome to the show. Anyone who's just joining us, if you're new to the stream, we're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated show. We're discussing all the big E3 conferences. Now we're past Nintendo, so we can talk about anything now.
Kimo Sabin said it won't let him add, so I'm not sure.
I'm not full, so
did I get fired? No, I actually did not. So my boss actually thought it was hilarious, which is weird because it is actually against our company policy to grow beards like that.
Huh. Bartolomeo, I'm glad I didn't scare you away earlier. Any news on Capcom? Just that Dead Rising ridiculous name.
Do you have the name? Please say it again.
I don't off the top of my head, but it was like it was poking fun at themselves at all their Street Fighter titles, and it's a fun little game, kind of like Blood Dragon. For Dead Rising. That was Dead Rising, right? But that was Far Cry. Far Cry was Blood Dragon, right?
Yes. Is our Skype on?
Our Skype is on.
So yes, Corey, you can call in.
Corey, you're welcome to call in, man.
You're a doctor.
You're a doctor.
You're a doctor. Are you going to get No Man's Sky? Drew definitely is.
Definitely, 100%.
I most likely am. Let me follow on Twitter. What? Makes no sense.
What?
No, because Dave spelled it wrong. It's the Level LVL Up Show.
Yeah.
Not the level spelled out the full way. Sorry.
It's on our sign here, guys.
Yeah, all of our contact info is right down here, too. Oblivion PS4. What?
Oblivion, definitely not. Maybe Skyrim, but I doubt it.
Really, Kristen? I would never have guessed.
No.
Hey, Corey. Welcome back to the show, man.
Hey. Did you guys do the beta for the Destiny?
Oh, not for Destiny.
Well, we're trying to.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on it. I didn't get anything about it yet, so.
Yeah, so we're hopeful, man. How about you?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with, get another code for GameStop, and I had to go through it all over again.
Okay.
Well, are you talking about for the beta or for the alpha?
For the beta.
Oh, okay, yeah. Me and Drew are both in that, I think, right?
I think so.
It's
I know I am.
Thursday nights.
Well, is the beta Thursday night? I think the beta's in July.
I think the
it's
alpha.
Thursday night one.
Well, that's the alpha. The alpha, you had to go to greatnessawaits.com/destiny and click the link to sign up.
Kristen said shut up.
I know, I saw.
But yeah, we're hopeful. How about Hardline? Did you get into that beta, Corey?
No,
No, okay. I mean, Mike actually isn't too crazy about it, so about Hardline.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
I heard it's just cops and robbers, so.
It's cops and robbers. It's somewhat fun.
Okay, cool.
I don't hate it.
Maybe you just like Battlefield 4 more.
It makes me want to play Battlefield 4 more.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Battlefield 3.
I heard I was watching a few people streaming it today, so.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people on Twitch streaming it, so you can check that out if you're on the fence about it. Now, what did you think about Nintendo today, Corey?
I actually didn't get a chance to see the Nintendo one today.
You can watch it online.
It's pretty cool to watch, so I would watch it.
At least watch the Zelda footage. It looked really cool.
Alright, cool.
Alright, man. Thanks for calling in,
Corey.
Yeah, no problem.
See ya.
Alright.
Jeremy, yes, I am definitely getting GTA 5. I'm going to make Drew get GTA 5.
I'll get it, yeah.
It's so good. It was, I think, did I put that at my top for games of the generation?
Yeah, you did, yeah. Now, that game didn't have co-op, right?
Not for single player, but it had like the online.
Now, do you think there's a chance that they will add it?
No, because of the way that the character switching goes.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is there going to be a new Jack and Daxter?
There's potential.
I think so. I was kind of hoping to see it. I'm thinking maybe that's what we're going to see at Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
they're working on another game. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new IP, but they're in pre-production, is what they're calling it at Naughty Dog, for something that is on the scale of Uncharted, quote. So yeah, it could be Jak and Daxter. It could be an entirely new IP. It could be The Last of Us 2. I really don't think it's The Last of Us. And I think most likely it's a new IP, but they're Jak and Daxter.
Hey, how about we haven't talked about any sports games. I know it's not really our thing, but how about the footage we saw for FIFA?
I think NHL was the one that impressed me.
NHL was very impressive, but even FIFA was great. The facial, the emotions, and the way that they. What's really cool to me is now they react. I mean, they've always been able to react to things that happen, but their mood in the game react.
He did not want to be picked up. He doesn't want to be picked up. No, come here.
But their reactions to everybody in the game, if they're winning, they're going to be happier. If they're losing, they're not. So that's actually really cool. And same thing with football. How about the ability to direct your pushing and stuff like that. So
it's just Mike and Bogey now. Bogey, look at the camera. Oh god. Oh god. I got you.
Hulk Smash. Yeah, Madden was pretty cool. I was just.
Is your name Hulk Smash because of the awesome moment at the E3 conference?
Awesome.
Hulk Smash out of nowhere.
He's like, yes, Hulk Smash indeed.
Hulk Smash indeed. Yeah, that was awesome. I like that a
lot. Jak and Daxter would be a waste of Naughty Dog's time. Wow. Why?
I don't think so. Jak and Daxter was a great series and has a lot of a strong following for sure. It was the entire PlayStation 2 generation for them, and it was huge. It was on the level of Ratchet and Clank for sure. Halo Master Chief Collection looks awesome. Yeah, it really does look awesome. That's an amazing deal.
Oh my god, that is one of those things that's pushing me to go get an Xbox.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure from someone who loves Halo. id Games. Do you mean? I think he probably means like Doom. Doom did have a teaser trailer.
Well, does he mean id Games or ID at Xbox?
I think he probably means like id like Doom. But clarify for us.
Any zombie games? Dead Island 2 was announced.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
Was surprising.
Yeah, that was a little surprising for sure. So, I was like, this is not right?
Sony's conference.
Yeah, I know. But it was cool though. It was a cool CGI trailer. It wasn't as cool as the first
CM to the V. Yes, it's going to be the same as the PS3 version. It looks very good. Drew never actually played it yet, so.
We're talking about GTA 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I never got to play it. I was busy at the time, and I knew that was going to be just a huge undertaking. It's an enormous game, and I felt overwhelmed, and I didn't want to go for it. So I'm glad it's come to PS4.
Yeah, how about that Bloodborne though? We talked about it earlier,
awesome.
And it's so dark.
Talk with Mark in the chat room about Bloodborne because he's one of the biggest Dark Souls fans for sure. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Miyazaki in general. But this one is definitely a different take on it. It's its own kind of storyline. It's not like a spiritual successor really. It seems like instead of Souls, he's looking though.
Yeah, no Fallout 4 and Half-Life 3. I had that in my predictions, and I was being a little, overzealous, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not disappointed at all. I mean, not to say I'm not disappointed at all, but only a little bit. I'm not disappointed in, I was, I'm let down. But, it was a long shot. But I think we're going to hear it within the next year or so. Little Big Planet 3, yeah, that was surprising out of nowhere, especially because it was kind of a joke, and I think they did it on purpose. Media Molecule was like, we're not going to be at E3, but high fives to our guys, all of our friends presenting there.
Wink, wink. I mean,
right. But now that we see it in past tense, hindsight's 2020. We should have been like, oh, I get it. So
that makes sense. Yeah. So it seems like it's Sumo Digital that's working on Little Big Planet 3. They worked on a small little add-on pack for Little Big Planet 2. So. Hey Joe, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's me again. I want to know your thoughts on the game No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
I saw this. Yeah, I was actually watching E3 yesterday, and the first thing that popped into my mind was like a whole bunch of like I was thinking Fallout 3 and Half-Life 3, but when they said this game was gonna blow my mind, I was in for a big surprise. That's all I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was a little disappointed, but
you were disappointed.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not on the scale of those. I mean, this is literally a 3-person team at Hello Games, which is, I think, what makes it astonishing that they're making this enormous procedurally generated title. They're entirely indie. So I don't know if Sony's backing them, and that's how they got exclusivity. But
right, they showed us. So they showed this off last. No, they showed us off at the VGX at the award show, which is
the
weird.
only good thing that came out of that.
And what sucks was in the meantime, their studio got flooded.
Yep.
So everything they had.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that sucks.
we actually there was talks that Microsoft was trying to buy them. Fund them and everything like that. So them being shown for Sony was actually kind of a surprise to me.
Yeah.
But what's really cool, I don't know if you know about it, but every time a different character enters the universe, a new planet is made.
Wow. I thought it was. So you're telling me it's just like basically all planets are generated individually.
Yes. It's procedurally generated is what they call it, but it's not just the planets. It's the animals. It's the wildlife. All of it is a whole bunch of different characteristics of these things, and they all kind of come together to make an immense amount of combinations, probably millions of combinations. And this all is procedurally generated within the universe to the point that every character that starts the game has their own planet that they start on, and this planet is created for that character. But there's also an entire universe of undiscovered planets out there for all of these people in the game to get together and discover together. Not just planets.
Leave me alone, Nick. Leave me alone. I'm sorry about that. My brother just he's going crazy right now.
that was really funny. It's okay, Jeff.
I thought he was gonna turn into one of the helpful trolls again.
Yeah, for a second there. But no, man, it really does look great. And I understand if it wasn't as impressive as like a Fallout or something like that. But I think it's going to be really cool. And you have to remember that it's a smaller team making it. It'll probably be like a $15 title, and it's very ambitious for something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, man. That was funny as hell.
All right, thanks. Just keep doing. Have a nice day, man.
See you, Joe.
That was great.
That was awesome. Leave me alone, man. Come on. I'm talking to the Level Up show right now. Mom, the meatloaf.
You know what I thought about with that? I thought of How I Met Your Mother, Marshall and his brothers.
Yeah.
No, leave me alone.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Oh, that was funny.
Probably his little brother tormenting him.
Helpful troll equals elf.
Yeah. No, I can see that for sure. Nice call though, man. Yeah, look forward to No Man's Sky though. I think it looks really cool.
I mean, I didn't think it was that hard, but cool. What did you guys think about Watch Dogs on PS4? I don't give a shit about it.
Not yet. I could see myself getting into it down the line when it goes on discount or something like that. But right now,
when it goes on PS Plus, I'll get it.
Yeah, maybe. It could happen.
Is EA going to go back to making NCAA football? If not, who? No, they're not, as far as we know. Yeah. And I don't know if anybody will. It just wasn't doing anything. Here's the problem with NCAA. People would buy it. Some people would buy it, and then the rest of everybody would just buy it used because 3 weeks later people were trading it in.
Yeah, definitely.
So it wasn't worth it, I don't think.
Bartolomeo made a good point here. A conference that we're not thinking about, it's an award show, is Spike Awards. And there's always a good amount of games shown off there. So they usually have like 4 or 5 premieres.
That was VGX was?
That was what VGX was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
So we have no idea what they're going to do this year. If it's going to be VGX again, or if it's going to be the Spike Video Game Awards. I hope it's the Spike Video Game Awards after the disaster that was VGX. But we could say something pretty cool from that.
Kristen.
I'm going to buy every game.
I didn't see who it was, but someone asked if I played Hardline. I did. I played it last night for about, I would say, 2 hours. I played it before I came here for about an hour. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I honestly think that going up, for the holiday, I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
COD. I haven't gotten a Call of Duty game on release in years.
Yeah.
But this actually looks good, and I'm not that psyched for Battlefield Hardline as I was for Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 I got, midnight. So.
Thank you for the friend request, OG Ra. And on that note, I think we should mention the 6 people that have added us during this show. JS Gamer, MVP Haha, OG Ra, The Kush 905, Tony the Legend 29, and Zomboy 33. Thank all of you for your friend request. We really appreciate it, and we'll add you right after the show. What the heck is he doing? Take the pillows away from him. Dog is going nuts.
Challenge: don't buy FPS at all.
Like ever?
I guess.
That would be a challenge.
Mark, but what about Destiny? Is Bogey digging for treasure? Do you guys think GTA was overrated? No. I
didn't play
actually,
it.
what's funny about that is I thought beforehand it was going to be.
Yeah.
Remember how I had such a distaste for it? Leading up to it, I actually was not going to get it. I kept saying I thought GTAs were always overrated. I always ended up getting them. What are you doing?
I was reading the.
I always end up getting GTAs, and I'll play them for like a week, and then get really bored with the mission. So I find a high building with a grenade launcher and just start killing people in the street. And then I would get really bored.
You're terrible. I think this is probably his bro. It's Nick. That would be funny. Hey Nick, you're on the Level Up show.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
We're doing great. We're talking about E3 for the most part. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Yes, I do want to talk about something.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck, I'm the pussy.
I troll. All right. Metal Gear Solid will destroy the PS4. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure, but it looks good. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
That was one of the cool trailers last night. I love the Metal Gear series, and I thought this is a kind of cool turn for it. Usually they're a little bit kind of hokey and stuff like this, but they're kind of going in a very serious direction with Phantom Pain. So I'm interested to see how it turns out and what like the end of Big Boss's story is going to be like.
Kristen, what is Andrew going to do with an Xbox besides nothing?
Yeah.
On the note of COD,
I'll get Sunset Overdrive.
Advanced Warfare going to be worth the buy? Yeah, I think so. It's looking it.
Yeah.
I think it's looking great, and like I said, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game in a long time. I've gotten very bored of them, and I'm good at them. Every time I pick them up, I just went back and I grabbed Call of Duty. Which was the other one? Black Ops 2, which I didn't get on release, and I grabbed that, and I went in to go play, and I was destroying it, but I got really bored. Remember what I was saying? I think I got to, I played it, I borrowed it from work, and I played it for about 3 hours in one day, and I got up to like level 6 or 7, and then I played it for another few hours the next day, and I got to level like 13. I was like, all right, I'm bored. So I just...
Kristen, it's definitely not that I don't want an Xbox One. They probably wouldn't get as much use as the PlayStation would, but there's definitely some games I would get for it, like Sunset Overdrive.
I was being mean,
Halo
Kristen.
5.
I love you.
No, I don't want you to buy me an Xbox One. Let me put that out there, just because I've got enough to play on PS4 and we don't need any more expenses. But
You
no,
can buy me one.
I'm not against getting an Xbox One for sure.
I'll play it. I'll play it like hell.
Yeah, everyone in chat was probably like, I'll take it. Give me an Xbox One.
The Dead Island 2 trailer was awesome too. That was such
It was a cool
funny
trailer. It was just really cool seeing all the people behind him. Kind of. I thought for a second that he was immune. Because he kind of just like looks at his wrist at the beginning, sees that it's bit, and then he just like goes for a run. I was like, this guy doesn't care.
There's a giant chunk missing from my arm. Whatever.
Yeah. So I thought that would be kind of cool. As like a game where like this person that is in like the zombie apocalypse and is bitten himself and realizes that he's immune and just doesn't care about anything anymore.
Kristen's calling you out with your soda drinking.
I'm sorry.
I do the same. I used to do the same thing though.
I drink a lot of soda. Keeps me awake at night.
Let's see.
Bart Simpson, Kristen's at work.
Jeremy, yeah, I that's one of the main things. That Sunset Overdrive looks very, very, very good. How long did you wait for your beta code? Just signed up to try. I signed up yesterday, and then there's a loophole I was able to use and got it anyway, and then they just sent it to me now. So, a day. But I'm just really hoping we weren't too late for the Destiny alpha.
I would like to get into that. And someone mentioned that Bloodborne has a placeholder date, probably of 3/31/2015. But that could turn out to be true. Hopefully, that kind of probably means that it means the ends by the fiscal year, because I think March 31st would end the fiscal year.
So,
right?
Whenever you see a release date for the last day in the month, it's not usual that it is the last day in that month. Once in a while it happens, but usually that's just a placeholder. And
it usually means it'll come out by then. Yeah, exactly. So that's good news. That would be awesome if it came out before April. That's earlier than I would expect, actually.
Sunset Overdrive looks like reskin Ratchet and Clank. I mean, it's by the same guys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a more mature version.
Right, and you gotta look at it too. It wasn't really reskinned. It was definitely a lot different.
Yeah, definitely. It has a lot of social commentary, a lot of snarkiness and stuff like that.
I mean, even the way that the missions were laid out. In Ratchet and Clank, it was you have to find this.
Yeah.
But this is open world, and there's these things are attracted to the soda and whatever.
Although I will say that my favorite Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time was the most open world one, where you literally just travel from planet to planet, and you have access to the whole world, a universe.
So somebody said something about Beast Souls or
Kristen,
Bloodborne.
look what we just hit.
I'm really hoping she didn't do it.
I want to see her do it in the chat room.
How would you break that?
I have no idea, but I want to see her try.
But someone's saying that he was thinking that Bloodborne was the reason Miyazaki didn't work on Dark Souls 2. But wasn't it acquired by a different team?
Not necessarily. It's just that Sony owns Demon Souls, and then I guess From Software branched off to create Dark Souls, so they could go multi-platform. Right. It just seems like this is just a collaboration here. Sony knew how well the series does and how much people like Miyazaki, and they took the opportunity. Yeah, they could try.
Do I think GTA 5 will have better frames per second? Yes. What did they say?
It'll probably go up to 60, I would imagine.
60.
Yeah.
They were hoping for a Red Dead announcement. I was too, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed because we have a lot to look forward to.
And we have GTA 5 now.
We have GTA 5 now that if you didn't play it, if you did play it, sorry, but I'm sure we'll see another Red Dead soon. Would you want to see Battlefield on Project Morpheus? Fuck no. Yes, but hell no.
As long as you can play it normally as well.
Here's the problem with that. Project Morpheus puts you in a completely different experience. I don't think anybody that hasn't tried it knows what they're expecting. Mark said it. Never mind. I feel dumb.
Mark said what?
About Miyazaki.
Oh.
But I feel like if you were using Project Morpheus for a first-person shooter, I think it would completely kill your KD spread. I think it would completely change the style of game that it is. Have we seen the unannounced Bethesda game yet? No, I haven't, at least. What's the story about Halo? Oh shit, I missed it.
What is the story about Halo? I thought it was done, but now on 5.
No, I mean Halo 4 was showing that it wasn't done. It was taken over by 343 Industries. They were done with Bungie. And Halo 4 was good, actually. The story was really good, but it just wasn't, people didn't seem to grasp onto it as well as I think the old ones did, because they kind of changed up the formula a little bit. So it wasn't the same, but I think also at the same time, people are just done with Halo a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like going on to Halo 5 could work for them, and people are excited for it. But as a diehard Halo fan, or what used to be a diehard Halo fan, I think they just wore it out. They wore the franchise out. I'm definitely going to get, if I have my Xbox in time, I'm definitely going to get my Master Chief Collection. Mm-hmm. That just screamed nostalgia for me. Yeah. And I was so excited. But other than that,
yeah. Someone's asking where The Last Guardian was. Yes, where was The Last Guardian?
Not even like a little hint that they were doing anything. Nothing at all whatsoever. And it's not like they didn't have time.
The only thing we really got is that it's still in development. We know it's not canceled, according to Scott Rode, the software development lead at Sony. So that's good news, and I hope that means we'll see it at either Gamescom or TGS. Most likely TGS, since it is a Japanese-developed game.
See you, Jeremy.
Thanks for watching, man.
Phones. Not on the show. I know about them. I used to do way too much with them.
Yeah, he probably does not want to talk about phones at all.
Never again.
Guys, thanks so much for coming in here. We're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated stream on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now we're on because we're discussing E3, but follow us and look forward to us being on this weekend. You can follow us on any of these different devices, websites, whatever.
I would love to see one of the consoles get a MOBA. One of the main reasons I haven't really played them is I'm not really big on PC gaming.
That Kingdom of Fire kind of looked like a MOBA a little bit.
Just a bit.
Hey again, Joe. How you doing, man?
Hey, yeah. First off, I just like to say the last caller that was on the troll. Yeah, that was my brother.
That's what Drew said.
I actually had a feeling that was going to be your brother.
Yeah, that was my brother. Yeah, and second off, I don't know if you've heard about Capcom. Actually, I heard rumors saying that Capcom was actually supposed to reveal a new Resident Evil. Apparently, I don't know if it was like a follow-up to the Code Veronica. But the title was supposed to be Veronica Enhanced. I don't know if you heard about this.
The only thing I saw actually was a Resident Evil 7 logo that was tweeted out by like Germany or something like that. And that's why one of my predictions during our last show was that Resident Evil 7 would show up at one of the conferences. I thought it would actually be Microsoft, but it was neither. I'm pretty surprised there was no Resident Evil this E3.
Same here, But my thoughts about the Veronica Enhanced was that it was going to be, no, don't come near me. Don't come near me. You're not doing it again. You're not doing it again. I'm sorry about
your brother, man. He's a little jerk, isn't he?
No, and I thought that the Veronica Enhanced was going to be an HD collection.
Okay, you know what? That would have been too surprising. I'm surprised they could have done anything with Resident Evil just to get people excited for a next-gen version of it, right? So yeah, I think a little bit of a missed opportunity on Capcom's part. But you know, we still have Gamescom, we still have TGS, so maybe they're just saving it for a little later on this year.
Oh, do you guys know about the alpha for Destiny right now? That's actually going on right now.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. Our stream cut out last night, and the 2 minutes that cut out were the exact 2 minutes that they unveiled it. So I didn't find out about it until about 5 hours ago. But I signed myself and Drew up, and I'm hoping that we get one.
Oh, your stream cut out too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's did too. So did my brother's.
Yeah, a lot of people's did. I heard it was actually a big issue that they had.
It was overloaded probably with traffic, so that's what happens, I guess.
Dude, Battlefield yesterday, the Battlefield website was destroyed.
I couldn't get my hand on that.
Yeah, it crashed.
It 404'd.
Yeah, definitely. The moment that announcement came out, everything exploded, so pretty
I couldn't even sign in. It wouldn't let me sign in.
Right. All right, man. Thanks for calling in again.
I guess,
keep control of your brother.
The funny thing is he's older than me. Yeah, he's older than me. He's my
All right, man. I think you might want to grow up a little bit. Sorry, but the brother I'm talking about. But okay, see you later, man.
All right, see you.
See you, bud.
That's funny.
It's pretty cool.
No, you're not doing it again. All right, well, Joe, you seem like a cool dude, so thanks for calling in, man. Funny stuff now. Thanks to someone's asking why I thank Jindu in the chat room. It's because he friend requested us. So thanks Jindu for your friend request. Anyone who friend requested us, thank you. And you still
someone said that the Resident Evil is supposed to be a reboot that redoes the original. And do we think it needs a reboot? Yes.
I think it would be smart to reboot it. Yeah, the game is just so ridiculous now with all the different characters, and they feel like they have to stick to this mythology. They could kind of start it over and start simple and create a cool new storyline for Resident Evil. So I think they should reboot it.
Yeah,
for sure. We have a few people that have tweeted at us with hashtag Hardline at the Level Up Show because they want to have a shot at getting the beta. You guys can too. So it's on the sign right here, the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. Follow us there, tweet at us with hashtag Hardline, and you are going to have a chance at getting the Battlefield Hardline beta. We have a code right here waiting for you. So please do that. We're going to be going for probably another 10 minutes before we wrap up. So if you guys want to do another call, please do. It is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces, on Skype. I'll type it into the chat room real quick and you can call in. No Nick the Troll, please. That actually is kind of amusing. I'm not even angry about that.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm not even angry.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Oh, that was great.
What do we got going on? GreatnessAwaits.com/Destiny to sign up for Alpha June 12th. Thank you, Stellfire, for putting that in the chat room.
Thank you.
Guys, that would be right there.
Great birthday present.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping I get that.
I hope you get it as well as me, so we can play it together and maybe get together.
But
and let
it's play. It's just the online mode. The multiplayer mode.
Let's do another little chat room question real quick. We've done it once already, but guys, what was your favorite conference this year for E3? And that doesn't just mean the big ones. We're talking about Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, EA, or Ubisoft. Which was your favorite conference over the last 2 days for E3?
So, I forgot that I was going to bring it up at the end of the Nintendo's thing. So, Reggie Fils-Aime went in an interview and said he feels that they're sticking by, Miyamoto's message is that they're sticking by the Wii U gamepad and to show that it's innovative. And they, as Nintendo, they want to show that they have innovations instead of, like everybody else, just enhancing graphics.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a real big slap in the face. And I feel like in the way he said it was definitely his normal, aggressive stance, approach. And that's kind of dumb. You gotta remember, look at Microsoft with Kinect.
Yep.
They're utilizing Kinect. It's a new feature, and they're realizing not everybody wants it and taking advantage of that to increase sales. And they're appreciative of that. They're appreciative of people's feedback, and they're recognizing that in what their steps are to do it. Same thing with Sony. Sony, look at the VR. Look at the touchpad on the remote. So to sit there and say that they have more innovation than the other companies, no, you're just being stubborn. And Microsoft has already taken steps to kill a big part of what their next gen console was. I feel like you can too, especially with your numbers being as shitty as they are.
It's funny you would say this, Hot Stuff Fred. He says, Sony should let you play Vita games on TV through PS4. Well, they got some good news for you. There's the PlayStation TV coming out this holiday for $99, and you can hook it up through HDMI to any TV. See you, Kristen. I don't know why. just said it that way. See you, Kristen. Later.
Oh, that's funny.
But if you hook up the PlayStation TV to your TV and through HDMI, you can plug Vita cartridges into the back of it and play PlayStation Vita games on your TV. It also streams.
Yeah, it also streams. So you can. I mean, it has the streaming apps for Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. But it's made for another TV in the house, so you can actually. What is it called? Second screen, not second screen.
A remote play.
Remote play. You can remote play your PS4 games in another TV in a different room.
So say you have, like me, my PS4 is in my living room, my bedroom's right over here. If I get the PlayStation TV and hook it up in there, I can have the PlayStation 4 in my bedroom as well by streaming it straight from here to the Vita TV.
Right.
PlayStation TV. God, I'm so used to saying Vita TV.
Yeah, right. We were saying that for so long.
Yeah.
PSN killer, yes, I do agree a little bit. I mean, Ubisoft has had a very strong couple years as far as games go.
Yeah, they're the biggest developer in the world right now. They have like 9,000 employees. It's ridiculous.
It's great, and they're not. It doesn't seem like they're a bad company.
No, they are.
You have companies, unfortunately, like Activision and EA, who have some really bad track record.
Ubisoft, I think, is one of the best because they are so diverse. I mean, like Child of Light, Rayman, but then they also do stuff like Division and Far Cry. I really like Ubisoft. I won't play all their games, and a lot of the games I probably wouldn't even like, but I really respect their stance and how diverse they are when it comes to gaming.
Mad Dad, Far Cry multiplayer. I'm not sure how it works. They didn't really explain that. So I'm hoping to hear more about that. The liking, Destiny, yeah, we talked about it a lot. We're trying to get in the alpha. We're really big on that. That's actually one of the biggest things we're looking forward to.
When is Gamescom? I'm going to look this up for you right now, just for everyone, actually. I think
Gamescom is
or
yeah,
Con?
I think it's Gamescom.
I think, right?
Yeah, and I think it's usually in like October or something. I think
it is Gamescom. Let's see.
Let's see when it
it's
is.
in Cologne. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
This year it is. Oh God, European numbers. I always get this reversed.
What are you talking about?
You know, they do their dates differently. It's August 17th.
It's August 13th.
13th to 17th. God,
so it's actually
so
before TGS this year.
Yeah, before TGS. So that's not that far away, actually.
No, we only have a couple months. So that could be another reason why they didn't announce a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
there could be a lot of stuff that's going to be announced there because that's a really big conference for them. Does PSTV have a release date? No, I don't think it does. Would you guys know when the Dish Anywhere app will be on PS4? Not a damn clue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
And if you're looking forward to
TGS is September 18th to 21st.
Yep.
So
we got two big ones to look forward to month after month. We got August for Gamescom and we got Tokyo Game Show. September, not that far away. We're going to have a really big announcements that might not have been at E3 at these conferences.
Right. Army of Nugs, you will be getting a YouTube app.
Yeah.
Congratulations. They heard your wishes and you'll be able to capture your screenplay with the share button and put it right onto YouTube.
I wish they would have went one step further with it.
I know. We were really hoping. We were sitting there and it's funny because we were looking at each other like, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? We were hoping that they would allow us to start streaming through YouTube. Because YouTube has been actually looking into doing stuff like that.
And especially because YouTube just bought Twitch.
Yeah. But I think it's just going to be a random requirement for them.
Another thing, how funny was it yesterday when they showed off the camera? We thought for a second
God, that would have been amazing.
We thought that Sony was going to start bundling the camera with the PlayStation 4 for no extra cost, still $400, and it would have been a direct answer to Microsoft getting rid of the camera to hit $400. So it would have been the ultimate slap in the face, and I would have laughed my ass off if they did it. Unfortunately, they didn't.
Why doesn't Sony have Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn for sale on PS4 too?
I think they do.
They do.
I've seen it multiple times.
It was actually one of the big things for them. So
just look it up on their search.
Transfer your save over to your PS4 account.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it is. And thank you, Army of Thugs, for your friend request.
Minecraft for PS4. I haven't heard anything on it yet. I'm surprised actually. So they said there was no Square Enix at E3. They actually said that beforehand. I think it was 2 days before. I think it was.
Yeah.
That they said they were not going to be showing off Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts at E3. And I'm really disappointed by that because I want to see more on Kingdom Hearts 3. That's one of my most anticipated games. Drew's looking forward to Final Fantasy a little bit more, but.
Both. I'm so excited about both. I'm just more excited for 15 because I think it will come first, and that's the only reason. I want to thank a few people. We got friend requests from Army of Nugs, Jindu, JS Gamer,
Stealthfire, thank you, see
MVP Haha, Blood is All Over Me, OG Ra, The Kush, Tony the Legend, XX Dead Meat, Zomboid33, thank you guys for your friend requests. We really appreciate it, and we'll add you right after the show.
Which we'll be wrapping up within the next few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up very, very shortly, guys.
Stealthfire, we'll see you. Thank you for joining us today. When is Kingdom Hearts 3 going to be released?
I say 2016.
Really?
I think holiday 2016, yeah.
I think it's going to be different. My theory is going to be... because 2.5 is released this year and 1.5 was last year. So I'm still saying Final Fantasy 15 early next year, probably like March, April of next year, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 for holiday.
I'm just a little behind Mike on that prediction. I think that they'll probably separate them by year, and I think Final Fantasy 15 will be holiday 2015, Kingdom Hearts 3 holiday 2016. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you, guys. If you're leaving, please check us out on Sunday. Where we will go back to our normal scheduling. We're just doing E3 coverage this week.
Yep.
But our normal schedule is Sunday nights at 10:15. This week is going to be episode 27.
Episode 27, yeah.
I will not be here, but the rest of the crew will.
Yeah.
It'll be, as always, it'll be Kristen, Drew, Mark. I'm on normally, but I will not be here for Father's Day. But
Liquid Raven, thank you for your friend request, and also the Lil King. And if you guys want to know, we're going to be talking E3 some more, but this time we're going to be talking about awards. We're going to try and decide what we think was the best of show. The best Sony, the best Microsoft, the best Nintendo, best surprise, biggest disappointment, best new IP. We're really going to try and separate E3 into what we thought were the best and the worst as well. So that's going to be pretty cool, and you guys can call in, obviously, as well this weekend with your choices on those awards as well. Real quickly again, we're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated stream every Sunday. Follow us, guys. That's the best way to keep track of us. Go on twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. Create your own account and heart
Eastern time, by the way, guys.
Yeah, 10:15 Eastern time after Game of Thrones ends. Finale this weekend, going to be a big one. 66-minute finale for Game of Thrones. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah, really excited for that. Also, follow us on Twitter, guys. We've been saying it multiple times tonight, and I'll put it in the chat room one more time.
Why don't we actually go to... Oh, wait a minute. And then we're going to go to... Guys, this is the last call. We're going to give you 2 more minutes to go to our Twitter and message us at the Level Up Show, LVL for Level, and hashtag Hardline, and I will give you my Battlefield Hardline beta code.
Yeah.
I'll let Rob... won't be there. I'll let Robin take my place this time. Yeah.
We might find not a replacement, but someone just to kind of fill in for a fourth person this Sunday. I'm just saying because I don't really know anyone as passionate about gaming as you, so we might find someone that kind of just bounce stuff off of that.
Mark's going to step in. I'm going to be in the chat room.
Yeah.
So I'll be there chatting with you guys. I'll be basically taking Mark's place.
Yeah.
And Mark will be taking my place, but I'm just going to do everything from home.
Yeah.
Sweet. See you there. Yeah. Thanks, bud. We'll see you then.
Guys, we'll take one more call on Skype. It's the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces. Just put it into the chat room right now. Please audio call us.
Joe, team your brother.
Yeah, team your brother, Joe. We'll wait until we get one serious call. If we get a troll, we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, this was a great show. I really enjoyed doing this. These like little mini episodes. Even though this was 2 hours, it's fun to do these kind of in between.
We want to try to do more of this.
I'm Andrew, and this is Mike. Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru.
The Lil King, we already do. Wait, no, we don't put it on YouTube anymore.
No, we put it on YouTube.
Do you put it on YouTube?
Yeah, the moment it goes to Twitch, we also then immediately upload it to YouTube. We've done like the last 3 or 4 episodes are on YouTube. It's streamed exactly as you see it here. It's pretty cool that we're able to do that now because of the new Twitch update. Yeah. I'll probably put this one up. I didn't put last night's up because of all the craziness that happened.
Right.
But this one will probably go up on YouTube tonight if you guys missed the whole show. We've been on for over 2 hours now. So once again, guys, you can call on Skype. Skype is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. See you later, Mule.
Mule, see you, bud.
Thank you. What was it? GTA Basum, thank you so much. You guys were awesome tonight. We had a lot of good people in here.
By the way.
Yeah, why don't we do that now? I'll get a random number.
How are we going to pick that?
A random number generator, and I'll do it that way.
Alright.
Okay, so we got some tweets at us. Let's see how many we got. So it looks like we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holly Divine, I'm counting yours even though you said it was Heartline.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
Alright, so we got 6 people. And I'm just gonna... Okay, hold on.
Guys, Twitter, Level Up Show.
Hey, Connor, how you doing, man?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, man? We're talking E3. What do you want to talk about?
Fuck you, pussy bitch.
Okay. That's what I thought. Wow. It's the same guy. I've seen him before. So we'll wait for another call. If we get trolls, we'll just keep waiting. Thank you for the friend request, GTA Basim.
Horn, see you, bud.
I'll give one more, like a few more minutes for people to tweet at us because we got 6 people right now. I just typed it into the chat room there. Follow us on Twitter and tweet at us on the Level Up Show, level spelled LBL, # hardline for a chance at winning the beta code that Mike has. We have 6 people that have tweeted at us so far. We'll give you a few more minutes to get in on that possibility of winning. That's good odds right there right now. You got a 1 in 6 chance. So we're going to use a random number generator, keep it as fair as we can.
You know what's funny is I debated multiple times. I'm going to say this because he's in here still. Batman, goddamn Batman. I debated actually sending him a real name request before, and I was like, you know what? No, I want to hold the mystery.
Yeah. All right, so it's between 1 and 6 right now, but hopefully that becomes more. I can't. What? I don't know what you said.
I get the intention behind.
Oh!
Why didn't you plug it in?
Huh? Because I would have had to get it.
All right, do it on here.
All right, guys, we're still waiting on Twitter for a few more minutes.
The beta code is for Battlefield Hardline. So if you want to get the code for Battlefield Hardline,
I'm going to give you 1 more minute, guys, before I use the random number generator.
Oh, I forgot. We put ban. You put ban on the banned words.
Oh, yeah. Just because at the beginning everyone was saying, "Oh, we're gonna ban you. We're gonna ban you." I got tired of it, so I banned the word ban. I thought it was kind of funny.
That was actually really entertaining. The colors balls hadn't dropped yet. Well, I'm not really even gonna acknowledge it.
Yeah, we don't really even want to acknowledge those. All right, so on this one, I'll open up the random.
Keep your goals away from the trolls.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that the fortune that we got?
Yeah, definitely. How would you feel if they canceled FF15 or KH3? They will not cancel KH3. No. That would be ridiculous. Final Fantasy 15 has had a very long and tumultuous development. It's been in hell for a very long time. So that is a possibility, and I would be, I might cry. I really would, because that is the best looking Final Fantasy game that I've seen since probably the PlayStation era days.
Tell me that he put his real name.
Who?
Look at goddamn Batman.
If you send a name request, you'll get a kick out of it.
Tell me that he really put his real name as Bruce Wayne.
I will definitely name request you later on.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. I think we gave enough time. Oh, here we go. We got someone who tweeted at us. Good. That's great.
So it's 7.
So we're at 7. So you got a 1 in 7 chance, guys.
Right there.
I'm gonna refresh this real quick. Make sure I got everyone's thing here. Okay, he just said, "Hey, can I get in?" So that's okay. I'll still give you the shot.
Yeah, we didn't really say. Well, there's 7, I guess. Right?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So here we go. Random number generator. See what number turns up.
74.
No. You can choose the maximum number. Come on.
0, just do.
All right. Here we go. Get number. All right. Number 5. Number 5 is 3, 4, 5. Scott Baird. You have won the Battlefield Hardline code. Oh my God! Ah!
You're just like
congrats! All right,
you get bored with me,
Scott. Right after we shut down the stream, I'm gonna private message you with the beta code. Congrats, man! You have access now to the Battlefield Hardline beta. So thanks everyone that tweeted at us. Sorry that if you didn't win, but we'll try and do more stuff like that if we have the opportunity for sure. So I think we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
Let me get our song ready. We'll just do our normal song as usual.
I'm guessing it's Team Provo.
What?
He said right then. See. So there you go. So it's Team Provo that won. Team Provo.
Oh, nice.
So there
Team
you go.
Provo, congrats, man. We love you too.
Right.
So guys, we're going to wrap up. Once again, we're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated video stream. We're on every Sunday at 10:15 Eastern Time. Tonight it's just me and Mike, but this weekend, Mike won't be here this weekend, but typically...
I'll be here in spirit and in the chat.
Yes, in the chat room, and he'll be classy douchebag in the chat room. But typically we are a cast of 4. Kristen, my wife, is a moderator. Mark is our other moderator. He's been in the chat room tonight as Marked Words, so you can look forward to them this weekend. And we'll also be talking about our E3 awards, what we think was the best game, the best IP, the biggest disappointment, stuff like that. So look forward to it, guys. You've been great tonight. Thanks so much for all the calls. Make sure you follow us on all the things below. We'll keep it open for a little while longer, so you can add us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. I am Drew M1788 on PSN. Mike is Noob Guru. And one more time, I will thank the people that have friend requested us before putting on our music, because we really appreciate it.
Kush, thank you. I appreciate it, bud.
Kush, thank you so much, man. Thank you everyone that compliments us, obviously. So, thank you to Army of Nugs, Blood is All Over Me, Cold Hearted Panda, GTA Vasum, Jindu, JS Gamer, Liquid Raven, MVP Haha, OG Ra, The Kush, The Lil King, Tony the Legend, Dead Meat, and Zomboy. Thank you so much, guys, for your friend requests. We're going to get to you right after the show ends. We're going to end off with our song, which was made for us by one of our viewers, Blue
Who
Ignosis.
is still with us. He just has a different name now.
Yeah, which I don't know what it is, actually.
I can't remember. He said something about it the other day.
So Blue Ignosis, if you're in the room, always thank you so much for your donation to our show with this awesome music. Young Phenom, thank you for your friend request. See you guys. Thanks so much.